Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for joining us. Today we are getting a chance to dig into Bloodborne, the board game. This is going to be one of a three-part video series looking at the very first chapter from a variety of the scenarios in the core box. We had the opportunity to sit down on TTS with the designer, with one of the designers, to take a closer look at exactly how Simon has translated the video game, the well-known and loved video game, into this tabletop space. From map exploration to mildly asymmetric player powers, a little bit of deck construction, and some heavy moral and strategic decisions that you have to make along the way, this diceless game system really has done a remarkable job at taking a franchise and IP that is hard in a video game setting and keeps it interesting, simple and accessible, but still overwhelming and strategically challenging here on the table in front of us. So, if you're interested in checking out this game, if you want to know more about it, or if you're considering getting it for yourself as it arrives to Kickstarter backers and then opens up to the mass market, leave a comment down below letting me know what scenario you're the most excited about, and if you're familiar with Bloodborne, or if this is the first time you're looking at this IP. Whatever the case, I want to go ahead and say thanks Simon for sponsoring this gameplay video, and let's swing into it. Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for joining us. We are giving you the long-awaited trifecta, the three-part series in the Bloodborne board game from Simon. Today, I am joined in my Discord community, which, by the way, if you're not in our Discord community right now playing board games, you should totally come join. We have games that happen every single day. About 3,000 people part of this community so far, so link down below. But all that being said, this is the most important part of the conversation for me because it's the only thing that I'm responsible for, the introduction, and I assume I'm already doing a fairly poor job. So I'm going to get off of me as quickly as possible. Today there we go, see, sentences. Today we are joined with four incredible people. We have Michael Shinall, the co-designer of the Bloodborne board game. Thank you for being here, sir.
Glad to be here. We're going to have fun.
You're probably lying. We have Nat Nell.
He's gonna have fun.
at least one of the four people here are going to have fun. The other three are going to suffer and likely die in a horrendous series of ways and slowly run out of time as they play this game. Nat Nell, you've joined us for a few other Simon games, and a few other games here in the Discord. You're one of the moderators of our Discord community. I blame you for how successful it's been.
No, I'm just some guy that you guys can't shake off.
That is
everywhere.
I have been trying to get rid of you for months now. We have
for the accent.
Sean. This is a weird environment for you to be in. Normally you're sitting beside me here in Kentucky playing games. Today you decided that my smell was not riveting enough to attract you back.
Not true. I saw you eating Dominoes there a minute ago, and it made me really jealous. I'm like, I want some of that.
I am eating Dominoes. I also, if anyone's wondering why I seem so overwhelmingly charming, it's because I just got my +1 charisma beard oil, and I have been using it. That being said, finally, Devin.
Hello.
We've never seen you
Devin.
before.
You haven't.
Who are you?
I am
fascinating, and this game is going to be so Devin, thank you for joining us. This is the first time you've done things with Quackalope, but this will not be the last time you're doing things with Quackalope. You're going to be taking over a significant part of the writing and review section on our website, so I'm excited to start building that out and advertising all the hard work you're doing for me for free. All that being said,
welcome, Devin. Welcome.
Michael, that was about as long of an introduction as I could possibly give. I am known for talking way too much, so if you could please rescue me and take the sails for a moment. Give us a run-through of what exactly is happening here. We don't need to dive into specifics. People will see the gameplay unfold as we play, but give us a run-through of what we have on the board here and how we get started. And also, for anyone who isn't familiar with the Bloodborne series, what's the backstory of this environment we're playing in?
Oh boy, so that would be a essay into itself. But
Perfect.
The important bullet points here is that in Bloodborne, you're playing a hunter in the city of Yharnam, which is overrun by a disease known as the Beast Plague, which causes its residents to go mad, and also, as its name suggests, for horrific monsters to occasionally start overcrowding the streets. As I said, your job is the role of a hunter. You are sent out on various missions to basically cull the numbers when things get a little too extreme. That's essentially the quick elevator pitch of the game. There's more to it, but that's the important things that you need to know. Now, as far as the board game is concerned, this is a campaign-based game. So every time you play it, you're going to be playing a different story-based campaign. The core box comes with 4 of them. Today we will be partaking in the first chapter of the campaign known as the Long Hunt.
And
every campaign is composed of...
I believe we're going to be doing 3 full gameplays on Quackalope with a different group of people, and I believe we're playing through 3 chapters of that story by the end of this.
No, what we will actually be doing in this series, and this is very exciting, we will be playing through the first chapter of 3 different campaigns.
Oh, cool. Okay. So the start to 3 different narrative adventures.
Yes. As I said, every campaign is its own unique story, and there are sub-stories within each of those, lots of things to replay through. You're not going to get the full basically story of everything the first time you go through, because you might miss different sub-quests or, sub-objectives, or you might fail. So, you're going to get a little taste here, because we don't want to really ruin anything for the players that are experiencing this for the first time. So that is something to note, is that because each of these games will contain spoilers for the campaign, that is just a general notice that we should give out, but it possibly won't affect your individual playthrough, because events and decisions can change based on, the player's actions.
Why bother with spoiler warnings? Gandalf never died. He comes back. All that being said, here on the board, we're going to have a lot of open area you see on the table, which, don't worry, will be filled up as we play the game. Each character board down here, we have 3 that are selected out of the variety that we had to choose from. They're going to be playing a diceless game. So instead of rolling to move or rolling to attack or rolling to activate, you have a deck of cards that you're going to be both building and crafting and then pulling up into your hand. You'll then use those cards to activate and progress around the board state here. So right now we're starting in this lantern light, and as we play, these tiles will start unfurling. Over here, this other board that I have is going to be where we are not only seeing the potential upgrade paths for us, agility, rally, tactics, and defensive, but we also have the creatures that we're going to be facing. Now, these are also randomized just slightly, both the abilities and activations that they're going to be able to deploy, and then the type of creatures based on the scenario that we're venturing into. In this case, we're facing off against the hunter mobs, the huntsman's minion, and the scourge beast. Those will be appearing and tormenting us throughout different, or I should say, appearing and tormenting other people throughout different stages of this game. What else have I overlooked here when it comes to breaking down what people are seeing on the board?
Those are the major points right here. We have the Hunter dashboard, which is going to show their different trick weapons, which basically a trick weapon, for those to those who know the setting, that's kind of what determines what your overall playstyle is going to be. In Bloodborne, you have these really visceral melee weapons that can transform between 2 different forms. And they're different for each one. These are going to represent different play styles and also different move sets that each of these characters has access to. Then, of course, we have the tiles for the map board over here. As you said, these are actually unlocked as they're exploring the map. So they're going to start with a very small condensed space, but then as they are exploring the rest of the map, they're going to be uncovering it as the game goes on. And then finally, you have the hunt board over here, which is essentially your resource for keeping track of all the game bits, where you're going to have your hunter's dream, which is kind of the area you go to recover and upgrade your character. It's showing the enemy's stats. And then importantly, you have the campaign deck over here. As I said, the game is played over each campaign is played over a series of chapters, but those campaigns are all incorporated by a singular deck of cards. So the Long Hunt campaign, all the information for that is composed throughout these 60 cards that are in this deck. And as you're playing through, we'll be uncovering more of those, reading story bits, unlocking more missions to do, but it's all entirely contained within this one deck of cards.
And of course, we're playing on TTS, which is not always the best platform to show off the plethora of brutal and incredible miniatures that will be included in this game. And I believe the base game, at least of this, will be available to the public around the time that this video is up and out. Is that correct-ish?
Depending on the time this is released, the Kickstarter backers will be getting their items. I know that at the time of this recording, the backers that we have in Asia and Pacific, those areas have already received their games. But it really just depends when we release this to see if the rest of the world has received theirs at this point.
Cool. I believe that's the plan for a lot of people to be getting their hands on this around the point that we're showing it off and bragging about it. All that being said, who's ready to die or suffer and then enter an endless dream where you come back to life and continue your misery?
Let's go.
Who's ready to haunt some beasts?
All right. How do we get started here?
Okay, since the game has already been set up here, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the introduction card for the campaign that we've chosen, which is the Long Hunt. Now, for the sake of this, I'll just be acting as narrator and reading the fluff cards and everything when they come up, but I will not actually be playing myself as well. And I'm also going to try to keep any guidance to a minimal, because, we're just going to see how...
You specifically said you've had bad enough experiences with this game you were not interested in playing. I extended the offer to you, and you specified you've had bad dreams for the past few weeks.
I have played through a colossal amount of Bloodborne in researching every facet for this game, so I've done my time. Thank you very much. We'll watch the new guys as they come in. Well, actually, it's a mixture. We have some Bloodborne fans here and some people that have never played. But let's jump right into it, shall we? We have the Long Hunt introduction. Of the monsters created by the beast plague, the scourge beasts are the most reviled. Once human, these terrible monstrosities are fast, agile, and lethal. As of late, more and more of these beasts have begun appearing in central Yharnam, and thus we have been tasked with discovering the source of their increasing numbers, as well as eliminating as many as possible. So that's your introduction to the campaign. And at the start of the first chapter, we are going to look at the chapter card, which is located right here on the hunt board. And it is going to reveal the primary hunt mission card, which is reveal card number 1. So we're going to take that card and flip it over, and we have some more narrative text. Source of the Scourge. We must take to the streets of central Yharnam. The number of scourge beasts grows, and we must leave no area unchecked and uncleansed. We should also gather what information we can from the surviving townsfolk. Perhaps they can grant us insight into the cause of this sudden infestation. And when we flip this card over, it is going to say at the bottom here, the goals for revealing the next card in this hunt missions progression, which says end a move on the central lamp tile, which is where you're starting, after you've collected at least 2 insights. Insight is gathered from completing secondary missions in each chapter. So if we look back to the chapter card, we have 3 missions here that are going to get triggered for going to 3 different locations on the map. And it says that they're triggered by entering into the courtyard lamp tile, the occupied house tile, and the ransacked house tile. So your primary mission is going to be explore around the map, complete some secondary missions, and then regroup yourself back in the central lamp. And that's what you guys know coming into the game. The game is not going to hold your hand as far as what to do during your sessions. It's going to give you a mission, and then it's your job as hunters to go out there and actually get the job done.
But don't worry, Devin. If needed, I will hold your hand.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
From a
You.
distance.
Appreciate that.
Even if that arm gets severed off and he has to run away with it, he will not let go.
I will not let go of this hand.
So that is what you guys know going into the game. At the start of every round, you are going to draw 3 cards from your respective hunter decks, and then choose who goes first and get out there and explore. As we said, you're a hunter, and hunters must hunt.
You sound like a very, very passionate Boy Scout leader or something. It's like, just get out there, kids!
Give it your best.
Don't
All right. Who
don't
wants to
die too
explore
much.
first?
So, because this is a cooperative game, when you're playing physically, all your cards would pretty much be in your hand, but it is open information. There's no secret information or hidden information. So, playing them out in front of the player boards lets us have a little bit of a sense of what people are going to be able to do and how they can use these cards to both maneuver around the board and potentially react to threats if they happen to stumble across any, which would be weird.
Yeah, this seems like a safe city.
Yeah, Yharnam is completely peaceful. I mean, it's just a leisurely stroll at night.
Well, it looks like I'm ready to slash up some beasts, so I think maybe I should go last.
Sounds good. I've got a dodge card, which I don't think is as necessary right now since our weapon slots are open, so I'll go, and I'll just move. So I'll discard
meat
this
shield.
guy.
We'll let Devin be the meat shield. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm the meat shield with the massive axe. All right, I will go just straight on ahead and explore this tile here.
All right, we're going to flip this over and see what we come across.
I like how his concept was, let's go in the direction that makes it harder for the videographer to film. No,
I thought about that afterwards. Oh my gosh. Can someone fix that for me?
When do you ever like life easy, Jesse? Let's be real.
Oh no, I want it the other way, not immediately. Sorry.
So when you flip these out, there'll be some icons on each one of these tiles, and these are completely randomized as well, so there's no telling what you're going to be coming across. But there's going to be some, just like that, there's going to be some locations that indicate some resources. This could be a potential item that you could pick up. There's maybe a Scourge Beast that you should be worried about a little bit. And then all of these little doorways and pathways just have to openly connect with one another. So.
All right. So for my turn, since there's a Scourge Beast there, I am not going to.
So in this situation here, you have spent 1 point of your movement. Whenever you use a card as a move action, you can move up to 2 spaces.
Yeah.
So in this case, you could move into its space. You could actually come right back, or just walk right past it and keep going.
I am also, before we get absolutely insane with this, going to pick this up. Are there lock spots down here as well? There we are.
Yes, the whole board is printed like that. So
don't worry, Devin. You won't screw me out of this one.
All right. You know what? I'll just go ahead and move into it because Scourge Beasts need to be taken care of. I've got an axe for the job. So
I like it.
All right.
Okay, so I'm good to stop and let his enemy activation take place. Oh wait.
So this.
You can go ahead.
I can just attack. Yeah, I forgot. I can just go ahead and attack. So, alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this draw 1 on Rally Strike.
Alright, so you have chosen your attack. You will place a card in the slot. Because it has that draw 1 effect, that will immediately happen, which lets you draw a card. And you drew a dodge. Actually, a really good one to draw at this point. And now we're going to flip an enemy action and see just what this Scourge Piece does. You're going to take a card from the enemy action deck, flip it right over. And it is using its basic attack, which, as we check its stat card over here, is just a fast attack that deals 2 damage and has no other special effects on it.
Okay, so I'm just going to let it hit me and me hit it because my Rally Strike is going to let me heal both of those damages back. So I don't want to waste a dodge card right now.
That's correct. We have a very good opening play here. So just for running through order of operations, it would hit you for 2 damage at fast, which would take 2 of your health off. Medium speed.
Fast, doesn't it? Yeah.
But that's actually beneficial because now at medium, you're going to be hitting it back for 2 damage with your Rally Strike, and then because of the effect of your Rally Strike, after attacking with it, you heal for the damage you dealt. So you're going to heal 2 damage right up from that, and while dealing the Scourge Beast 2 damage as well.
And for anyone that's looking for the iconography here, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. You can see those arrows on the top of the board here. That's going to indicate both on you and your enemy cards how quickly they're going to be moving with their activation.
It's like initiative.
Yeah, it's their initiative. So the Scourge Beast over here, you can see that not only color coded with that soft yellow, but then also those 3 arrow activations are going up against his 2 on this more tan kind of paper.
Alrighty. Let's see. So that attack went through, and he's got 2 health left. I think I'm just going to attack again. And I'm going to... Yeah, I think for now, just go ahead and do this basic attack on a slash.
Alright. Let's flip over this enemy activation card and see what he does. He is using his special attack, which, checking his card here, is a slow attack, a very powerful one, which would deal you 4 damage, would stun you, can't be dodged, but you know what? None of that matters because you are hitting him for 2 damage at medium and striking him down before he gets a chance to do that. I just want to point out, by the way, you had a very innocent Scourge Beast that was minding its own business over here in this alleyway, not a threat to anyone, and you just walked up and just carved it down. So
I have very visceral memories of the first time I was carved down by a Scourge Beast, and so it's a bias that I will continue into this game.
Well, okay. I mean, all right. I mean, I'm just saying that it was minding its own business, but you did slay it, which means you do get a Blood Echo added to your little Blood Echo pool here. And you actually do still have a card that you can use to perform other actions or in your turn. It's
I
completely up
can't
to you.
move and interact with that, so I may let someone else interact with that guy. and I don't want to move into a new location that could hurt me. So I'll just move here, and if no one goes for it, I will take it next time. So.
Okay, and that will complete our hunter axe hunter's turn.
And just for some people who might be wondering, with this attack phase up here, there's 6 enemy action cards right now in the deck that are going to control the odds of what type of ability they're going to get. There's going to be 3 basic, 2 special, and then 1 main ability card. And you will keep those open as you're fighting and drawing, meaning your odds and your chance of predicting what they're going to do get a little bit better as you continue to fight. And then finally, on the player boards down here, you're not able to actually, if you're wondering why he didn't remove those at the end of his turn, those are actually locked in those positions until he either flips his weapon or uses a dodge action that actually resets that one location. Am I correct on that?
That is correct. There's a couple other effects that can clear slots, but the important thing to note is that they do not clear on their own until you spend an action to transform your weapon.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could have just said, that's very correct, and I'm impressed. That's all right.
Okay. Wow.
I think
This
you did
is
a
going to
great
be
job.
all right.
I got a smile from you.
very
That's all I was
appropriate.
looking for. If I can trick a smile out of people, I win.
All right, Nat, you want to go next, or you want me to find a monster for you to kill?
Just gonna frown for the rest of the video now. You
Oh,
can't make me smile.
oh. Yeah, there it is.
I can't help
I
it.
also want to note
You
here, by the
lasted
way,
like 30
no.
seconds.
I just want to note that was actually a very good opening play. I mean, he came across a monster, he killed it, he didn't take any damage, so no pressure on everyone else. But that was a very good opening play.
Devin, I just fell down the ladder. I
The
went up
generous
along earlier.
idiot.
Now, I think I fell
I have
down.
no doubt that I'm going to take 2 steps and immediately die. So let's see how that goes.
Perfect.
I have full confidence in you.
That's your first mistake. You had such a good run so far. Alright, here we go. I'm going to discard this card over here and take a couple of steps. Alright, I'm going to walk off this tile down here to begin with.
Jesse just moved it down, and now we're pushing down the player board.
Well,
You know,
I want
I
to make
just-
Jesse's life as difficult as possible.
we will adjust accordingly.
I think
You know,
we'll be
that's- it's
successful
always
with
something
every
that
2
happens.
tiles.
I just
Jesse
like
has
that
to
there's-
remove everything.
I just like that there's so much room in every side direction, and both people are like, I want to go this way.
Yeah,
The
but that
good
takes
news
an
is
extra
that he
movement.
actually walked into a dead end area, so
That is true.
that actually works out.
Beasties
Oh, that's
here.
also going to advance our story.
And it is a story area as well. So first thing, we are going to populate this. Now, of course, there's a couple guys there, but I mean, whatever, you can deal with that. You're fine. More importantly, this is the ransacked house, which is one of the criteria here. In to move on the ransacked house tile, reveal card number 12. So I'm just going to go ahead and dig card number 12 out of here. This is one of the little tediums here of Tabletop Simulator, because there's no real easy way to pull out a specific card without manually going through it. But here we are. Card number 12, Rescue. As you enter the ransacked house, you catch the sight of a young girl hiding in the corner from the monsters stalking her. Once these creatures are dispatched, she can be rescued. Place 1 survivor token in the ransacked house space, and you will interact with the next part of this mission by interacting with the survivor token.
Oh,
So
she's
she's just-
dead.
Hiding over here in the corner here.
I actually think she's guaranteed to survive. We may die, but
Yeah.
she'll stay.
Yeah, she's
True.
fine.
I think she'll still be hiding there.
And again,
Okay.
noting that was the first space of your movement, so you still have another space to move as well if you want to retreat out, barrel on in there, or stand there.
So, I know Bloodborne is all about just going.
It
Because
is.
if you
It
take
is.
a step back and breathe, you're dead. So I'm just going to go straight for it. I think I'm going to go for the Scourge Beast as well. Yeah. That looks a bit scarier. Actually, I think I might be able
That
to
is what
take
I've
down-
heard about Bloodborne. Never regret, never look backwards.
Exactly. Alright, I'm going to go for the Hunter's Mob, I think.
It's because if you
Hunter.
look backwards, you realize that you've loaded the same save 34 times while you're trying to kill someone.
Alright, so if I stagger a medium in a medium attack, that won't stagger another medium attack, is that right? It needs to stagger
Right, your stagger attack has to be faster. And for those playing along at home, stagger is an effect where if you're attacking a slower speed enemy with an effect that staggers, you will completely cancel their attack out. So it's very useful on fast attacks and almost entirely useless on slow attacks.
Yeah.
Noting here, by the way, that the Saw Cleaver Hunter specifically has an effect where their attacks that stagger also deal additional damage.
Oh, beautiful.
Important to note here as well.
Both worlds.
Just an important note here that is an effect that happens regardless if the attack actually staggers. As long as you're placing a card that has the stagger keyword there, you'll get the extra damage.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And also, we all still have our firearms that can deal stagger if need be.
That's true. I'm gonna play this stagger card in my quick cut because I'm gonna full steam ahead and try and outwin it.
Quick attack, so that's gonna be almost guaranteed unless it's.
That's my plan.
Now this is an example here of one of the important tactical elements. You are making tactical decisions here that is minimally based around luck, and that's why we don't have dice here. This is all supposed to be around the decisions that you make and being rewarded for them. So I hope things work out well for you. There's only technically one scenario that could happen here, that the enemy could pull some tricks that make this plan fall apart. But I'm jinxing it, so let's just see what happens.
Yeah. The subtext there is, if we mess up, it's our fault.
The ramifications of your decisions are a very important element of this game. Let's word it like that. Let's see what this enemy does. So we'll flip over an enemy action. Okay, so we are starting this little snowball of bad things potentially happening. It's fine. It's using its ability. So checking at the Hunter mob, its ability is Mob Frenzy, which we flip another enemy action, and that attack gains +1 speed and +1 damage. Let's see what happens. So we're flipping over another card. It's using a basic attack. Okay, so it wasn't the nightmare scenario. It could have been worse. Its basic attack is getting +1 speed and damage here. So looking at its axe swing, it's actually now becoming a fast 3 damage dealing attack, which unfortunately also means that your fast here, that would usually stagger it, is unfortunately not staggering it because it's now the same speed.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think I'm going to stagger it anyway with my Hunter pistol.
It tries to be all sneaky.
Immediate, nope.
Oh, no, you don't.
Try to outsneak me, here's a gun. Boom. Okay, so the Hunter's Pistol allows you to immediately stagger an enemy basic attack, which is what you're doing, canceling out that 3 damage, and then you're dealing it 2 damage back with your quick cut because of your weapon. A fantastic little play right there. Again, it could have been a lot worse, but it can always be worse.
Nearly a lot worse.
Alright, and that was that attack. And so you still have another card you can use to make that action or hold off, completely up to you.
And here we go. I'm going
to put this
+1 damage card in my quick cut, hopefully to finish it off before it can do anything else.
Okay.
Well
we do know.
Well, yeah, we're guaranteed to finish it off because its
ability has already come out. Yeah.
So basic and special, you're both going to kill it first, yeah.
Correct. So you know that with a 100% chance, you're going to kill it regardless of what this is. Let's see what it is. It is its basic attack. So you're going to strike this thing down at fast before it even gets the chance to hit you. Blep! Dead Hunter's Mob.
Is that the sound a Hunter's Mob makes?
Blep.
Oh yeah.
Blep is a very Bloodborne sound.
It's one of the most iconic, sound bits from the game.
A very
when you
gushy
kill the final boss, they go blep.
It's like dinging. Wow, it's a very iconic sound.
All right, Sean, I've left you open to finish this monster off.
The enemy gets to go first.
So speaking about that Scourge Beast, your turn is now done because you don't have any more cards to play. So once you are done, it is now it is an enemy activation. All enemies within 1 tile of you are going to activate, which includes this Scourge Beast. So now it is going to attack you because you're in the same space.
It's also sitting on the survivor's face.
She's hiding. She's hiding. You are going to get the option to make an attack against it, except you have no cards left, so you're unfortunately just going to be taking this hit. Let's see what it does. Well, we actually know exactly what it's going to do.
It's going to be brutal.
It's going to be.
It is.
Yeah. It's going to be brutal.
Oh no, that's actually terrible.
It is a special attack.
Yeah.
It's a slow 4 damage dealing effect with stun. Stun says that you need to discard a card from your hand. If you can't, you suffer an additional damage.
I have a question. Before we continue, when I killed the Hunter's Mob, this bit here doesn't activate, does it?
No, so that is showing the effect on the
ability on your
reverse
other
side of
side.
your weapon.
Oh, okay, I get it. Right.
So unfortunately, you are going to be suffering 5 damage here, but you're not dead. That's the benefit.
I mean,
Yeah, this went about as well as I thought it would.
To be fair, if it had just been one enemy, Nat, you would have been doing fine.
Listen, you took a hit for the team, and again, teamwork is really important here. But okay, that was not a bad turn. I mean, not as good as the first one. Let's admit there, but it was still a very solid turn.
Let's see how I can mess this up.
oh, I'm sure you can, buddy.
Oh, I'm good at that. At least there aren't dice. So
that's true.
That's one positive for me. So I'm going to discard my basic vitality card to move down there and get in the fray. So I'll go 1, 2, and then...
Put yourself on the survivor.
I'm going to use... let's see, what is his attacks up there again? He attacks either quick or very slow. And you just reshuffle the deck, so everything's back in there. I have no information. I will use stagger and slash for the attack.
All right. So 2 damage of medium. Let's see what this enemy's doing. It's using a fast basic attack, so 2 damage and fast.
Hey, you should dodge that, and then if you dodge it, you'll clear the slot, and you'll do 3 damage instead of 2.
How much health does he have? Oh, he
has 4.
Right. Yeah, I could do that.
Now, noting here as well that these cards that do dodge and clear, just because it has dodge, that's giving you an option, but you can also save it to use this for an attack as well.
That's what I was thinking. If I just use it as an attack, I could kill it this round too.
Then yeah, do that.
I'm thinking about holding it for the kill, so I'll take the hit.
Okay, so 2 damage and then 2 damage back to it.
And then I will do another attack with the quick stab.
That won't kill it though.
Oh, because it needs 3. That's right.
Well, let's actually look here. Your weapon, Ludwig's Holy Blade, has the effect of every time you clear a slot, you deal a damage to an enemy in your space.
So I still need to do this one though, because it has 3 hit points left, right?
It has 2. It has only 4 health.
2.
See, Kevin, I knew what I was doing. You just made me doubt myself. Yes. I wanted to clear the slot to do the extra damage and do it in the quick phase to hopefully...
Right, so when you play this card down, the effect of this will immediately happen, which will clear the slot. So it will deal a damage, and then your attack is still going at fast. That's important because if it only had 1 damage left, you would actually kill it before any chance of an attack would happen.
Okay.
But let's see what it's doing. It's using its special.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's good.
So yep,
that's really
it's rearing up to try to pin and maul you, and you're just like, nope, quick stab, dead.
Not today.
See, these things are easy. I mean, aside from the one guy who nearly got mauled to death, everyone is fine.
Everyone's okay.
So it's just a flesh wound.
Nat's like, all right, we'll call it a draw.
Exactly.
So I get a blood echo, but I don't have a card left to interact with the survivor, right?
Correct. It is still a card to interact, but you do get a blood echo. So unfortunately, you're out of action, so that means your turn is going to be done. Now, because all the hunters have gone, that's going to be the end of the round. The hunt track is going to advance by 1. And also, again, for those playing at home, the way that you win or lose the chapter is you need to complete the primary hunt mission, this one right here, before this track reaches its last space. Time is your greatest enemy, but also a resource that you need to manage in this game. So also note that the hunt mission is multifaceted. So just by completing this step, it's not necessarily going to be the only thing you have to do. But the good news is that every time you reveal a new step of the mission, it will let you know if completing it will end the game. So you're always going to know how close you are relatively. But anyway, that was the first full round. Everyone is gone, the hunt track is advanced, everyone's going to draw back up to have 3 cards, and we're going to start a new game round.
Do we just discard the weapons and then draw from the new? right?
I'm sorry?
Do we just discard off of our weapon?
You
right?
don't.
And-
You don't discard those ever. Those stay right there.
They're
No,
locked.
but, we're going into Hunter's Dream, right?
No.
Oh, no,
You have
it's...
to choose.
Yes.
You either get knocked into the dream or you choose to go into the dream. I'll go ahead and go first so I can interact with all these cool objects on this turn.
I do have a question. If I flip my weapon, what happens to the cards in these slots?
They get discarded.
Yes, that is the primary way to discard cards out of your weapon, is that when you transform your weapon, you'll clear off all the slots, the cards will go to your discard pile, and then you'll flip your weapon over.
Right, okay.
You guys mind if I go first and interact with all this cool stuff?
Now I
There's
know
also
that,
giant-
that Sean is the looter of the group.
I'm the one who just lost my limbs. But,
Right,
go ahead.
Well, you don't have anything. You
Guest here.
can't even interact with anything because you've lost all your limbs.
He's doing me a favor, yeah.
He's like trying to
Listen.
open the latch with his teeth.
Looter is a very, that's a term. I prefer he's the quartermaster. He's in charge of carrying all the loot that you guys find.
He manages our supplies. You gotcha.
Devin, you
He's
left
got-
us all to the north anyway. We're
I
talking
went
down
first. You guys left me. It's not my fault.
All right, I'm gonna discard this.
I don't know. All I see is distance between players. I'm not saying who abandoned who.
Now, this is
Michael,
an
am I
important thing
right?
to note.
You interact with everything in the room, not just the survivor, correct?
That is correct. When you spend an interact action by discarding a card, you will interact with every element in that space. So in this case, you're going to be able to pick up 2 consumable items here, which are randomly drawn from the consumable deck.
Totally.
And you'll be
selfless of me.
finding an antidote
Totally selfless.
and a pebble. Okay, not the greatest
Oh,
things, but
helpful.
everything's useful. And
Hey.
you're going to interact with the survivor
wait.
token, which is
What do
going
you
to
mean?
trigger the next part of this mission.
What do you mean, not the greatest things? When you a pebbles, that's like gold.
Some games have taught me the value of a pebble. Okay. All right.
Whoops, let's unpick up the whole deck. Next card of Rescue. You approach the girl cautiously. Suddenly, she bursts past you, darting out into the street, her eyes wide with fear. Move the survivor token 4 spaces away. She may reveal tiles during this move. At the end of each turn, she moves 1 space away from the nearest hunter, but no longer reveals tiles. Complete this mission by ending a move on the space with the survivor token and have no enemies pursue into that space. Alright, so she is like, oh, hunters, I just witnessed murder a bunch of things. I'm running away. So she's going to go 1.
Yeah, I'd
2.
probably let her just go at this point.
So this is an important distinction here. At this point, when she moves, there would be an option about where she is going to move to. She could either continue going north or to east or west. In situations like this in the game, there is a rule that says to always pick the option that is the least beneficial for the hunters. So in this case, she would definitely not be moving north because it would be running right into the path of another hunter. So she's going to go one of the side directions. In this case,
Got
it doesn't
my
really matter
burlap
which one.
sack ready.
Yes. We're not going to question why you just randomly had I guess it's a loot sack, right? You know, and
It's
you know.
my bag of holding. You know.
He's not even the quartermaster, though.
No, but Sean gave it to me in case his fills up. So he's
When
like,
we got separated, I said, "Here, take this."
so we'll say that she's going to be
Find me
running
some
off in this
cool
direction
stuff.
here.
Wait, why are we doing that direction? Y'all always choosing ways opposite of what is the most aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, we can move her
He's
here.
going away
There's
from the monster board.
Yeah, I was trying to make things more convenient for the filming crew, but okay.
Yeah, Jesse, you think any of
I
us
see
are
what you were doing,
artists here?
Michael.
None of us here are artists.
Yeah, says
We don't know what we're doing.
Nat, who has a incredibly professional and high-ranking career, is one of the most successful artists I've ever met. Yeah, all right.
Jeez, come on.
He blushes because it's true.
so
Okay, so
unless we further explore out to the west, she won't ever reveal any more tiles, right? From what
no,
that
she
said.
will just continue to run away, which means that she's probably going to end up cowering in this corner over here.
Ooh, that's the big brood.
It's a scary looking dude.
Oy, oy, oy.
But all right,
These
so that was the
people-
first action of this turn.
These big critters here are always the one that like bait an attack from you and just immediately one-shot you with a slam afterwards.
They are really brutal. Yeah.
So
Also-
Throw,
like,
a,
you just-
throw a pebble at him.
Yeah.
hey, that might not actually be a bad idea.
He's got some nasty abilities there.
I will say that, while it's jokingly that you do have a rock, and in the video game they are entirely useless, every consumable you pick up does have a use, including the rocks, because they are used to distract enemies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pursue the survivor by discarding. I don't want to discard the dodge, but I want to do the extra damage.
I guess we know now that Michael is pro pebble.
Yes,
you're right. You have uncovered my pro pebble stance in this game.
the things.
Someone
these
is
close
shamelessly
interactions reveal.
politicizing this recording
Wow.
for pro pebble purposes.
All right.
I am definitely part of the pebble deep state.
I'm actually, because it's going to be a net same result. I'm going to discard the strength card to move and pursue the survivor. Oh, but I only have to move 2 spaces, so I'm down here, right? So I go 1, 2. I can't even get back up to where she is. And then,
but technically though, do you have 2 cards left? Oh no,
I do. I just have 1. No, because I interacted and then I moved.
If you want, oh wait, no, those guys are still going to move towards you, because you're within a tile.
I didn't want to give any helpful advice. Oh, that sounds bad. I didn't want to lead with any helpful advice, but I will say, if you do stand there, those enemies will naturally start moving toward you. So you can actually use this as an opportunity to kind of bait them away from the survivor, for potentially a teammate to run in there and sweep her up.
That's what I was
off
thinking.
her feet.
So at the end of your turn, you do discard any cards that you had remaining, or do you draw an additional 3? So
no. So at the start of the round, you'll refill up to having 3 cards, and you can discard any at that point.
Okay. All right.
But basically, no, you can't bank cards for later rounds.
Gotcha. Well, I'm just going to hang right here and hold on to this card in case something crazy happens and those guys can get in and attack me so I can hit back.
Great. Okay, so at the end of your turn, since you're choosing to end your turn now, all enemies within 1 tile are going to activate, which are going to be these 2 lovely chaps here. And they're just going to move 1 space toward you.
I'm just standing over there like Matrix. Come here.
Just Matrix posing, just...
Yeah, none of them have even swung at you yet, so you just look very odd.
That's typical of me.
When you attack, can you put another card in a slot with a card already there?
No, sir.
Nope.
Not unless it's a dodge.
Oh, no, a dodge can't be placed there either. Slot has to be.
Oh, really?
Empty. Yeah.
Oh. What is it? How does the dodge clear out things then?
It clears
the
spot
the slot and then slides out.
Oh, so the dodge just goes somewhere and then removes itself.
Correct.
Ah.
It's a self-cleaning card. It's very fastidious about its presence anywhere.
It's efficient.
Picks up after itself.
I think if I engage with
a Marmite.
Nat, are you ready to go to the dream state already?
The thing is, if I engage with the monster, I'm pretty sure there's a high chance I just immediately get smushed.
Oh, so you go to the dream state anyway.
Die.
I think you should let Devin come down and soften him
but he
up.
wants the blood echo so he can upgrade those. So he wants to voluntarily go to the dream state.
I could finish him off if Devin goes.
Come down and... Exactly. That's what we should do, teamwork wise.
So wait, you guys still want me to be the meat shield? Is that what I'm getting here?
That is the role you were assigned at the very start. So
sounds good. Okay, so I guess I'll go next.
You did such a good job the first time. I mean, let's not do something new.
Except
you
now I
need a really cool catchphrase though. So think about that before.
For the meat.
Oh, for the meat. There we are.
It's what's for dinner.
it's what's for dinner. Okay. Let's see. I am going to first. I think. Oh man. Either way, that still sucks.
You're going to hit before him because your attack is faster.
Yeah. So my only thing is thinking is like, that guy is definitely going to be able to. The second guy is going to be able to attack me, and the first guy is going to have a second attack since I'm not going to be able to kill him. All right, we'll try it anyways. We'll see how badly this goes for Devin. So I'm going to move here.
I like how he like depersonified himself there.
Third person.
Yeah, it's no longer me.
I'm trying to take the emotional angst of this outside of myself. So,
We'll see if Devin cries after this.
I will cry. It's just a matter of how much. All right. So I moved in, and then either way, if I transform and take a card to get rid of that, then I still will only have one card left. So it doesn't really matter that I'm filling up my attack here. Okay, this is gonna be my plan then. So I'm going to attack with a basic stagger here.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. We just have a basic attack. 3 damage at slow. You're going to stagger him and deal him 2 damage.
Okay.
See, you're a rock star, Devin.
Yeah, see, these guys are pushovers, you know? Nothing to be afraid of.
At this point, I could probably finish it off as long as it doesn't use a special attack. Or even if it does. Because I have a stagger and I have my 2 damage ability here.
Okay, I have a question. If I personally go to the Hunter's Dream, does that advance the track all on its own?
Anytime a hunter goes to the dream, for any reason, whether it's personal or you die, it is going to advance the track.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it because I only have 1 card left. I would have to spend it to transform anyways, which is more valuable if I do it in Dream, and will get me out of there to where it won't aggro on me, and then I can spend my Blood Echo. So I'm going to use my last card to go to the Hunter's Dream and be apologetic for the fact that I'm advancing the end.
This isn't what a meat shield is supposed to do.
See, I thought I was being selfish. I thought I was being selfish earlier.
Guys, I'm a tank who I have other priorities, okay? I have a family that I have to take care of.
Who is yet to take a hit.
I need my sleep too, you know? I need to get rest.
Listen, sometimes, you know, the selfish option, he's going to come back stronger, and that just helps the team, right?
Exactly.
It depends on how you're looking at it.
And I'll be able to teleport to the other... Oh, I won't need to, because that's going to be the same amount of movement. But, alright, so advance the Hunter's track. And
he's putting his faith in his teammates here. So when you go to the Dream, you're going to take all your cards that you have, put them back in your deck, cash in whatever Blood Echoes you have, and that's going to allow you to purchase any of the upgrades that are listed in the Hunter's Dream. So you have 1 Blood Echo, so you're going to be able to pick whichever one of these upgrades you want and add that into your deck, replacing a card. Now, important to note here as well, this does not have to be, when you replace the card, it doesn't have to be a card of the same type. So you can start building out your Hunter if you want more Strength cards, if you want more Vitality cards, for example.
Okay. I'm trying to build my tank class for you guys, okay? So, I need this over here. So, how... Can I know I have to sub out a card. Can I sub out any card?
Right, any card you want, and then you're going to reset yourself by shuffling your deck together, heal yourself up, refresh.
I'll get rid of that basic card then.
And that's going to be your turn, so we can now move on to our last Hunter activating. And also, by the way, just a note, he is just disappeared off to the Dream, which is good because that means that the enemies now try to activate. He's no longer in play, so they are literally just standing around here going...
Genuinely going to murder Sean instead.
Eventually, maybe.
Alright, before I take my turn, I just have a couple of questions. When an enemy activates, does it move and then attack, or does it just only move?
Enemies will always move the 1 space, and then they will attack.
Okay. If an enemy moves, and there's 2 hunters in the same spot...
enemies will always attack the hunter whose turn it is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna move. I'll go 1, 2. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna prepare myself to take the hit, but finish it off before it can do so.
Alright.
So in that case, I think I'm just gonna stop here.
Alright. Now, this is just one of those little technical things to note as well, that enemies activate in the order in which they appear on the hunt. The hunt board. So the Hunter Mob would activate, then Huntsman's Minions activates, then Scourge Beasts activate, in case that ever comes up.
Right. So before they activate, I could discard a card to flip my weapon, right?
You could, yes.
And I think I am going to do that. Oh wait, no, I'm not. No, my bad. I'm not, because I forget I need that ability to finish it off.
You're staggered.
Alright, so ending your turn, the enemies would then activate. This Hunter Mob would activate and move 1 space. And then this Huntsman's minion is going to activate, move into the space, and attempt to attack you.
All right. Bring it, big boy.
And again, this is just for those following along at home. Combats are always resolved the exact same way, regardless of who is initiating them, whether it's an enemy or whether it's a hunter. The hunter is going to place a card down to the slot, then we're going to flip an enemy action to see what it does, and then resolve combat.
All right. So I counterattack first, or does it flip a card first?
Again, you're always going to place a card down into your slot first, and then we'll see what it does.
All right. I'm going to put my stagger card in this slash ability.
Oh, that's okay. I thought you didn't have another card
okay,
left.
So let's see what it does. Right. It is using its special.
The
Cannot be staggered.
It's okay.
Cannot be staggered. Deals 2 damage to all other hunters in this space unless they dodge, which is fine because while it can't be staggered, you are still hitting it for 3 damage in medium. Because again, your effect is just as long as it's a stagger card, it deals additional damage. So you're managing to slay it down before it even goes. See, there's nothing here that is a threat to you guys. You guys are a rock and roll like team. I have full confidence in you guys. I did mention, by the way, that this is the recommended like tutorial scenario, correct? That's unrelated to anything I just said, by the way. Just completely unrelated. I'm just letting you know.
So what you're saying is we're playing on easy mode.
Oh no, there is no such thing here. Just you know. But okay, I'm very proud. You guys are doing very good.
This is where we get confident and then just win the rest of the game without any mistakes.
Yes.
You've never done that, Jesse.
Yes. And then the third time we die fighting the cleric beast, we can just give up.
Jesse, when have things ever gone wrong when I'm involved in playing a game with you guys?
Almost never. Almost never.
Exactly.
Almost.
But okay, so you've ended the round. The round is now done as everyone is gone. The hunt track is going to advance by 1. And again, you guys are doing fantastic. It's back to your guys' turn. You'll refresh up your hands. Again, you can discard whatever cards you want. And then you will, pick your turn order. Now, noting that when you return from the Hunter's Dream, at the start of your turn, you're just going to spawn in on any lantern space on the board, which in this case is the central lamp is the only one that you have revealed, which is this blue lamp icon that's, you'll come across. Now, again, that will happen on your turn. So
the tank's back for the meat.
Okay, and again, noting here that since you've decided to spawn in, I assume that you're going first, and again, you want to be the tank, right?
Since I spawned in, no. Okay, I still have that guy.
And also noting that when you come back, you can choose to come back with your weapon in any form that you would like. So you can keep it on your...
Okay, I was wondering about that. Let me see.
Does the survivor still move another space at the end of that turn? It says she moves 1 space away.
At the end of each turn, she moves 1 space away from the nearest hunter, but no longer reveals tiles. So actually, at the end of that other turn, she would move to right here, and that's where she is going to stay because she can't reveal any more tiles. I apologize.
Okay,
I did mention that, and then actually never acted on it when we were talking.
Here, and I guess I will discard. I will discard this extra damage guy. And then I'm going to do this basic attack on Rally Strike to draw a new card. And then
2 damage and medium. Let's see what it is. It's either going to be special or ability. Let's see. Or sorry, basic or ability. Sorry. 2 damage and medium. Hey, nothing there. You are hitting it with Rally Strike. For 2 damage and medium. Now the good news is that Rally Strike says that after your attack, you heal for each one you do. So effectively, you're canceling out the damage. So you're dealing it 2, taking 2, but then immediately healing it back up. Again, that's tanking.
I'm just standing back and watching in awe.
So we are guaranteed a ability pool on that hunter mob, and he's going to flip another one, which causes then that would probably be either a special or a... But all of his stuff is going to move to a fast attack that does 3 damage. But it could still be...
This is very dangerous because you're analyzing what the enemy can do and building strategy around it. So careful, that's an OP strategy.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to... he's got how much health left? 2?
He only has 2.
Alright, then I can't stagger. His attack's going to be guaranteed to be fast, so stagger is useless to me. So I will just do a plus damage attack.
Let's flip over this. I wonder if it's going to be ability. It's ability. So we'll take those back together, we'll shuffle them up.
Please be base. Or
Special.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
at fast, he is hitting you for stagger, stun, and 3 damage.
Okay. And I can't use my pistol because
Because it is not a basic. So unfortunately, you're coming
I'm
at
not
him with a
gonna be able
slash
to attack. Yeah. So
and getting stunned for 3. So you're also going to be forced to discard a card from your hand
discard
as
that
well.
card, yeah.
And your attack, unfortunately, also got staggered. That was not good.
Yeah,
It was
that's
close.
maybe not quite what you were looking for.
Yeah. It's okay.
That is going to complete your turn. So that means that now he is going to have his chance to attack. And unfortunately, you have no cards left to make an attack of your own.
Rub it in, Michael. Rub it in.
I'm not rubbing anything in. I'm just stating reality. I have no control over what is happening. I am just merely commentating on the events that are transpiring.
Yeah, the maniacal laughter says different, but whatever.
That was clearly edited in post. Let's see what happens here. We have a basic attack for 2 damage. See, it didn't even kill you. Oh, and you could Hunter's Pistol it. I'm sorry, I need to not give advice here.
I definitely do want to Hunter Pistol that.
Oh, yeah, now you do.
Oh, you know what? I'm building the map in a purposely painful way for you.
You've turned them against each other.
All right.
Remember, the real enemies are the friends you made along the way.
Sean, shall I go in for the rescue? You want
Sounds,
to the?
You-
sounds like a fantastic premise to a book.
Not you can't attack right now.
I can flip my board.
Oh, okay. That's true. Yeah, if you want to go get it, go get it. I mean, you're totally building up to go to an awesome dream state, so why don't
Yeah,
you go ahead
I'm
and do
about to
that.
leave anyway, considering I have 1 HP left.
Well,
I
okay,
gotta
do we
kill it.
want to? Is there any scenario in which you could die? Because two blood echoes, that's 2 upgrades that you could get right
Oh.
away.
There's a 25% chance I can die, and I'm gonna risk it.
This sounds like a sound plan.
Yeah. All right.
Sean's
Hey.
the quartermaster, and Nat's our
What-
strategist.
What could go wrong?
Very
Oh,
little.
So, said what could go wrong. I know I said I didn't want to give any advice, but I won't. But I want to say that if you guys die one more time before completing this mission, certain events are going to happen that you're not going to like.
The reset happens, and all the monsters come back.
I
Oh,
am
the spoilers. But
100%
yes.
pissed. So let's go for it.
Yeah, that's the
Not-
spirit.
I'm feeling like I should have gone in to do it after Michael's last statement. But okay, let's go.
What could go wrong? All
It's
right.
better. Look, it's better odds than a coin flip.
It's okay because we can totally simulate. The first time someone plays Bloodborne, they kill everyone, they die, and then they spawn back, and they're like, "Wait, why is everybody in the exact same spot? I just killed all of them." So
All right. So I flip my weapon into its other alternate state. I'm going to discard this card to move over it to the mob, and then I'm going to attack it with my quick cut.
All right, 2 damage fast. Let's hope
And
that
all
ability
you
doesn't flip up.
need.
Basic.
thank
There you go.
God.
Ooh,
Thank
Boom.
God.
there
Oh,
we
he's
go.
also gonna heal too, and draw a card.
Yep. So I draw an extra card because I got it. That's my on-kill ability for this other side of my weapon. And I get to heal 1 health back as well. Lovely.
That's nice, man.
I'm no
Nice.
longer completely dying.
You don't need to go to the dream state now. You're good.
He definitely will. We would definitely need him to because he can get 3 new upgrade cards.
I've got 3 echoes now.
But we probably want to try and complete the mission first.
Yeah,
So
so I
that-
think I'm gonna end here so that Sean doesn't get overrun by monsters immediately.
That's so kind of you.
Oh wait, he'll be
Alright.
able to finish the mission with all of his
Yeah.
cards. Sweet.
Alright, so I'm going to discard this card. Oh, not both of them, just one of them. This card to move 1,
It's going
2.
better than I had hoped. Sorry, I mean, this is going better than I had thought.
I'm
Things
glad
never
to
go
know
wrong
that we
with us.
definitely have people cheering
This-
for us.
Discard this to move here, and then I need to interact with the survivor to finish out that, right?
Yes, that's the last
There's
criteria here.
a lot of cards for Sean to just go, "Hey, talk to me."
Well, I don't have to interact with her. It just says complete this mission by ending a move on the space with the survivor.
Oh, that's
token.
correct. So I'm sorry. That is not an interact. You just had to end a move there. So you actually do still have that third card of yours.
Sweet.
But let's go ahead and see what happens here. Reveal card number 14. This will complete the last little bit of this mission. Rescue. You grip the girl's arm, keeping her from further flight. I'm not infected. Please, let me go, she pleads, tugging at your grip. Now that she is close, the girl does indeed reek of the beast stench, though whether this is from the plague or from the blood covering her is indeterminable. Choose one to complete this mission. Strike the girl down, reveal card 15. Spare her and order her to flee, reveal card 16. So we have come to our first choice here. Not saying that these will have reverberating effects throughout the entire campaign, and this is a very important moment, but it might be.
Yeah, I just want to specify, those that are infected typically scream out, "No, I'm not infected."
So Jesse's advocating murder.
No. The text of the card specifically says, "Strike her down." You infer what you want.
Yeah, we got a pro pebble and a pro murder. These two different areas.
This is my way of thinking. See, I'm on Jesse's side because look at the state of Yharnam. She's got no future here anyway. Let's just let her out of her misery.
Oh my God.
It's really for the best.
I mean, technically, you're over there by yourself. They're over here in the central lamp, so no one's going to see anything. This is completely on you. You can just, you get to make up the narrative of what happened.
Hey, it sounds like Pro Pebbles coming over to the Pro Murder side.
Do we even decide as a group cooperatively, or is it the person who?
No. I think it's Sean that's making the decision. And here's the issue: Sean is a very kind-hearted, morally righteous person who would almost never even choose this in a game.
That's why, right when you flipped that card and I read it, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Good luck, buddy.
I'm
make your sick. Oh
wait, can you just?
I was just gonna say, make your 6 children. I was just gonna say, make your 6 children proud. But I mean, all right, there we go.
She's gone.
So we're striking her down. Very good. Card
a man
15.
of reason right here.
Merciless Conviction. The hunter that completed this mission gains 1 Blood Echo and the Carol Rune Blood Rapture reward. Once claimed by the Beast Plague, there is no cure and no mercy may be granted when it comes to the infected. Had you not taken the action you did, who knows what threat she might have potentially become. We cannot take chances. So this is an insight reward. This is a card that will remain with the group for the entirety of the campaign, and it might be referenced by later quests, by later objectives, it might not be, who knows. But either way, you now have Merciless Conviction. So you're going to get Blood Echo and the Carol Rune Blood Rapture reward. Rewards are essentially like consumables, except that they are reusable every time you go to the dream. They're basically reusable items.
So they flip like the gun?
Yes, correct. A good tabletop simulator where we have to just individually start
getting that our item-heavy quartermaster is the one that got this. He walks up to her and he's like, "You won't fit in my bag."
All right,
on kill, draw 1, heal 1. Transcribes in human sounds. Blood Rapture is the raw euphoria of the warmth of blood.
Nice.
Maybe showing his little kill crazy, but it's fine. All right, so you guys have collected 1 insight of the 2 that you need to collect.
Okay. So I have 1 card left because I didn't have to use that last card. So I'll go ahead and use it to move over here to reveal that tile.
That's a great idea.
We're about to advance to the next thing, and all these monsters are about to respawn.
So you're telling me you don't want me to do that?
I don't know if I'd do it.
It's a shame he already has.
Can't argue with that logic. Let's see what we have here.
Look,
the courtyard lamp.
Look at that.
That's actually another objective area.
Yeah,
see, Devin? Don't tell me my business.
And how should we connect this?
As the tank that you guys like to shove in front of enemies.
Let's turn it that way.
All right.
That sound okay?
I agree.
Since I consulted with you before revealing the tile.
I'll let you determine the orientation.
hey, we just got another tile or another insight thing. So
no, that's great because from the central lamp tile where we all like come back to from the dreaming stuff, we can interact to teleport straight to courtyard if we want.
And
to.
when you all die, you could pop back up in this location instead of that one.
exactly.
Yeah,
See?
these are nothing but benefits. Now again, this will trigger a new insight mission if you end your movement there. So you could potentially, you could actually walk back out and just ignore it. But you know, this is showing options. You could just walk away.
No, I'll stay in the room.
All right.
He's like,
so,
I just killed someone. I feel good about myself.
there's no proof that he did anything. He was dead when he got there.
So I can move one more space over, right? Because like you said, it's going to reset, and this guy's going to repopulate and come over and could attack me. So I'm going to move one down to there, right?
Clever thinking. Well, let's see what happens when we end a move on the courtyard lamp tile.
Oh,
Reveal card
that sounded
number 5.
very condescending.
I thought so too, but I was just going to let it stand. Thanks, Jesse.
You know, I'm going to speak up for him there, Michael.
I legitimately did not mean for that to be condescending. I am legitimately proud of you guys, how well you've done so far. This has been a very good run compared to some of the other groups I've seen come through. Like, you guys are actually displaying a phenomenal amount of teamwork and care for each other, and that's probably going to get you guys killed, but I mean, right now it's working. But all right, let's see what happens here.
Still came
card
off
number 5.
A little condescending, but that's okay. I'll just ignore it.
It's because he was hoping the
Yeah.
quicker we die, the sooner he's done. He's just like, all right. He's like, I can go eat.
Entering, you find a large mob of townsfolk all gathered around a blazing pyre constructed in the center of the courtyard. Upon it lie the bodies of numerous scourge beasts. Suddenly from behind you hear shouting, "More infected!" as the mob begins to surround you. Reveal card number 6. And surround the courtyard lamp tile with fog gates.
Ugh.
Spawn one hunter mob on its lamp space. It respawns this space on reset. So, a couple new elements have popped up here. First off, fog gates. These act to basically isolate this tile from everywhere else on the map. So the thing about a fog gate is that once you come inside, you can't leave, so you're stuck here. In addition to that, when a fog gate happens, it breaks all the lamps that are inside of it, so you can't just immediately teleport to them.
Oh, yeah.
All those good
how
things
that
Devin was
like-
saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that you listed a bunch of good things and then Yharnam immediately snatched them away from you, but that's exactly what just happened. And then a hunter mob is spawned right here on the courtyard lamp, and we're revealing card number 6. Horde. Place
I'm just
one
going to
insight
imagine that, like, as Sean went in there, he very weakly and sadly was like, "For the meat! For the meat!"
So here we have Horde. Place one insight token on this card. If 3+ hunters, which we have, place one additional token. When the hunter mob would be slain, instead remove one token and heal all damage from it. All tokens are returned on respawn. So essentially what you have done is you have come across a mini-boss hunter mob that has more health than the standard one. Sometimes when these cards are revealed, they will gain additional effects that override their basic attacks, but for this one, it's just basically a little mini-boss to fight that has additional health. I know that's not the best, like, consolidation, but it could be stronger. That's something.
Yeah, you're dead.
I got this.
Good luck, Sean.
You guys can't even see me anymore. I disappeared into the fog. You're like, who's
He's
Sean?
fine.
Who's Sean?
Okay,
Where's
so
our quartermaster?
your turn is going to end there, as you have no more cards left to do anything. So now the enemies are going to activate, which luckily is only this hunter mob, but it is going to move one space toward you and attack. And unfortunately, again, having no cards here.
Hey, wait a second.
Well, I'm sorry. I am actually. I'm making an assumption here. There was an option that he had.
Could he have
here.
used the hunter pebble to move them to the opposite side?
Yep, I can.
Yes.
Move one enemy within 2 spaces up to 2 spaces. But
I do want to apologize there that, yes, I made an assumption here. You actually had several things that you can still do on your turn. Just because you're out of cards does not necessarily end your turn immediately, as such as in the case here of your consumables. Again, showing how powerful they are. So I want to apologize there for jumping the gun there. That was on me.
So I got a couple of options here. If I use the antidote, it's also good to save for if poison comes up later, but I could also use it to draw a card and be able to attack the guy when he comes down to me, or I could just use the pebble to shove him away, and then...
How do you go into a dream state?
You have to discard a card.
And are you able to go into a dream state in the fog here, or is that restricted?
Yes, you can.
That's the only way you can leave the fog is going to a dream
Sean,
state.
what I would do is if you just wait and do the pebble and move them to the opposite side of the tile, then you can save the antidote card for like next turn to where you would have 4 cards instead of 3, which would allow you to transform your weapon and still have like 3 full cards for combat. And then by that time, me and Nat would also have enough cards to push into that area possibly and join you.
So that fog, though, everything's going to reset here when the time moves forward once, right?
True, but also the regular enemies that are all in the other area can't pass through that fog gate. So as long as we move into the fog gate, they can't join us.
Does anything does the fog gate dispense by chance?
Once you kill
only when the mission that created it is completed.
So the mini boss. So then it would open back up. So you're saying it doesn't. Okay, I see what you're saying. But you don't want to deal with this before you're past that red dot, because this would respawn as well.
Right. So that's why I'm thinking I'm just going to throw the rock at it.
That's a smart plan, I think.
But I can't knock it through the fog, right, Michael? I can just knock it
Correct.
up to the...
Not with a pebble,
fog.
at least.
Hey, that's a big pebble.
You would need at least a larger garden stone for that.
Mhm.
Pebble, much too small.
So are these consumables, they're just one use, so they're discarded?
I don't know, Sean, you tell me. You threw the pebble. You still have the pebble?
It's a boomerang pebble.
You're lucky you're a little bit far away from me. I was asking where to put the card.
I'm going to pay for that one later.
All right. So I threw it away, but so basically that the mob is going to move 1 down towards me now on their
Correct.
activation.
On its activation, it'll move 1 space toward you, which is going to put right back where it was.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And now I will ask, are you going to end your turn?
Now I will end my turn, yes.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
That will
was kind of
complete...
you.
Again, I apologize earlier for jumping the gun on that, but just get excited. I want you guys to succeed. No, I want you guys to succeed, but I also like the thrill of just seeing guys coming and trying to kill you. But alright, so the round is done. The hunt track is going to advance by 1, and we're going to hit our first respawn node here, our little blood moon space. This is an important space on the map because they're very interesting. First off, what's going to happen is that all the enemies that are in play are going to be removed from the map. So that's good. He's gone. See? Gone. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to refill all the exhausted consumable spaces on the map. So, like, a bunch of items just come back, so you get more
this
resources.
is awesome. That's great.
It's nothing but good for you guys.
No,
And then finally...
He led with the good stuff, okay? He led with the
No,
good
he
stuff.
wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that.
And the best thing of all is that once that's done, all the enemies are now going to respawn on the map.
Damn it,
which means
Michael!
You have more stuff to kill. That's more experience and more loot.
Oh, okay, great.
more blood echoes.
I mean, I figured people would be excited about this.
I am.
Wait, which one goes there? One of those guys. Yep.
I'm excited to be in the fog right now.
And that's the round reset, so it goes back to another turn for another round activation for you guys to draw back up and continue on.
Okay. I was gonna flip them. Dear goodness.
No, I was just helping you out there. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
What does dodge do again? Sorry.
That's for
So when you
wimps.
That's
When
for
you are
wimps.
attacked, after you've made your attack or chosen not to, and you see what the enemy's doing, you can choose to play a dodge card into an empty attack slot. When you do that, if you're playing a dodge card into an attack that is the same speed or faster than the one that's hitting you, you will dodge out of the way and suffer no damage.
Okay.
So that combined with stagger are your 2 primary ways to avoid suffering any damage from enemy attacks.
So this hunter
Okay.
mob that I've got in the fog with me is basically a 5 health. That's the only addition to it. It's got 1 more health. Everything else is the same.
Oh, no. So the Horde card says that when it would be slain, it removes a token instead. It actually has 8 more health.
Okay, never mind. Come on, guys, get over here.
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, never mind.
But that's the only difference. I mean,
Oh, that's a minor.
Okay. Honestly,
Where's the meat?
I also want to note as well the effect of the central lamp. Since there is an effect on this tile, it says that you can interact on the central lamp and teleport to any lamp space or inside any fog gate.
oh, y'all can use that lamp.
we could, but it still will take. It's going to take 2 cards no matter what. We have to move to the lamp, then interact, or we just move through the guys into the fog gate. So,
Well, this turn I'm definitely just gonna go back to the dream, I think, because
yeah,
I've got 2 health and 3 echoes.
Convenient.
So you can just use a card to just immediately return to the dream, right?
Correct. On your turn, yes.
So I think I've got a pretty straightforward turn here. So I'm gonna.
So Dustin, everything spawns back, and then Devin, you see Nat just disappear.
So I'm just gonna discard a card to run for it. I'm gonna head up here 2 spaces.
Are you doing your podcast thing, Jesse, where you're just am I Dustin Devin now? Is that what that is?
No, I just speak confidently. It doesn't mean I get names right.
I'm gonna discard a card to interact with the consumable. I think after everything I've done, I deserve 1.
Nope.
The quartermaster.
Deserving is a funny word.
You're lucky I didn't see that. I'm in the fall.
You're lucky Man, you got that before me.
Alright, let's have a look at what I just got. And it's a blood pellet. Interesting.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, great.
Ooh.
That's gonna help you not have to transform as easily or quickly.
Nice and tasty. Anyhow,
Tasty.
last card, I'm gonna.
Wait, get that. I'm not sure that's how you're supposed to use those.
It's consumable, right? It means I eat it.
Exactly.
He's not wrong.
So I'm gonna return my health back. I'm gonna clear my board. Can I also change my weapon into whatever state I want, or does it just remain how it is?
Correct. You can bring it back whichever way.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back like that.
And more importantly, when you return to the dream with your 3 blood echoes, you get your choice of any of these 3 upgrades. 3 of these upgrades here to add to your deck.
And they refresh after each one you pick. So
correct.
Okay. Well, I am good with stagger cards, so I'm definitely gonna take a stagger card.
There you go.
Look at that next one.
Second
wow.
one if you want it.
You know what? I think I am gonna want it because that's
And
just
no third one.
all right. And then I have very fast slots, so these dodge cards are probably good for me. So
this +1
block?
speed
The
is not
block?
bad.
The block card's pretty good.
yeah, the tactical one looks really good. I think I am going to take tactical because I can definitely see a scenario in which I am able to deal a lot of damage using that.
Now, what are you trading out of your deck to replace those?
Yes, so let's have a quick look.
And usually during this point in the game, you can talk amongst yourselves, but that's basically what he would be spending his turn for the round doing. So while another player does their action, but again, you guys can have everyone play that out.
Yeah, I guess
I'll go while he's
maybe
doing
we want to
that, that's
see
fine.
what I'm
Because
doing.
I don't have any blood echoes, so if I die, it advances the track. But I'm like, all I would be getting right now is a.
All right, anyhow, I'm going to upgrade the dodge.
But if I go in there like that, then that's just gonna.
I don't see myself using these draw 1 cards very often, so I think. Oh, am I disconnecting? Oh no, I just lagged out. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm not using my draw 1 cards very often, so I think I'm going to replace 2 of them with these new stagger cards.
Now, I just want to point out this basic attack is equivalent to that stagger +1 attack.
Yeah.
You don't think you're using draw at all? All right, do you, boo?
Yeah. Hang on.
Did you hear something, Matt?
Those draw cards seem good in a tight spot.
I don't know. I'm going full stagger.
I can appreciate it.
Okay. Well, while he's doing that, I am going to.
Do I immediately
What
return,
is the
or
value of that?
No, that was your
you'll pop
turn.
in. You'll pop in at the start of your next turn.
All right, I'm just going to use the teleport because I think that will be a cool function. So I will get rid of this stagger card. Will I get? There we go. I'll get rid of it now. And then I'm going to get rid. Oh man, which dodge card? This is difficult. They're so diverse. And I will go teleport right there. Can I pick where I teleport into?
Yes.
Then I have a question. If I go into this spot with Quartermaster and the beast comes in, is he allowed to have a proximity attack on the beast, on the hunter mob?
No, but he will be in that space, so he doesn't have to move to attack on his turn.
Yeah, he'll be able to attack him immediately.
I'll do that then. And then
You're such a good meat shield, Devin. I'm glad we picked you.
I know. And then I am going to just let him come at me, and I can use my dodge card to dodge.
All right, well, let's see what this enemy does then. We have ability, so it's going to flip over another enemy action at +1 speed and damage.
Oh gosh!
It's using its
and
special.
the special. Perfect.
But I can dodge that, right?
You could dodge it if your slot was fast, but unfortunately it kind of outsmarted there by going ability into special. So what's actually going to happen here is you're going to unfortunately suffer 3 damage, get staggered and stunned at fast.
Well, I'm glad that I'm staggered and stunned, because I'm definitely alive enough to realize that.
So yes, that 3 damage is unfortunately going to be just enough to kill you and send you hurling back to the hunter's dream.
So he pops in, teleports into that region, jumps next to Sean and says, "Don't worry, Meat Shield's got this."
Technically, I took the hit. It was just an unnecessary, unneeded hit.
It was just one that didn't need to happen.
Provided no benefit.
No. Actually, tactically, you ate up both its ability and its special attack.
That's true.
You ate up the most powerful thing it could have done.
That ahead of time.
Yes. That is the advance the hunt track by 1, unfortunately.
Just like I knew to go ahead and reveal the next tile. I just had a feeling.
Yeah, it was a good feeling. So I get all my health back, right, when I come back?
Yes. Now that you're back in the dream, you'll reset yourself entirely. And we will move on to our Ludwig's Holy Blade turn.
All right.
I love how we are known via our weapon.
Oh yeah, it's best not to get too attached. You know how it is.
Yeah, the only thing that lasts after you become a mist of blood and pus is in fact the weapon.
So
hey, I have a question, Michael. Like, if it only had like 1 or 2 health left, and I ended up doing more damage, does it take damage off of the next cycle of its insight health?
Unfortunately not. Those tokens are triggered when they're reduced to 0, and they basically say instead of being killed, they remove a token.
And so my on-kill ability wouldn't get activated in between insight tokens?
Correct, because nothing actually is getting killed.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so...
Well, you're just getting a guaranteed basic attack, which is nice.
Right. So...
He's created an opening. Hit it.
Through my hacked, dead, bleeding body, created an opening.
So I can at least kill one of them. I'm going to attack it with the quick stab with the dodge card. So that'll do 1 damage to it immediately.
Now, something I do want to point out specifically about the Ludwig's Holy Blade is that remember the order of operations for when you're transforming a weapon is that you first clear all those cards off of the attack slots.
Yeah.
So you can actually do a little bit of chip damage by playing those dodge cards, or you could potentially build up for one big swing by filling up your weapon and then transforming it, dealing 3 damage when you do so.
I think it's going to be the same net number of cards, though, because if I play the dodge, and then I clear it, and then I attack again with the quick stab, that'll be 4 damage to clear one, and having played 2 cards. If I discard a card to flip it and then do more damage, I'm not arguing with the co-creator of the game or anything. That would be stupid.
Oh no, I'm just giving you options here. Just giving you explaining that.
You could do the stagger and then the plus damage and try to like kill a whole token of it, and then when you clear it, almost kill a whole nother token.
Right, but I'm going to kill one. So if I do this, if I dodge quick stab, I'm going to hit it for 2. And then on the next turn, I do this is going to clear, and then I can do it again with this, and that will be another 2 damage. So that's 4. So that's going to clear 1 token.
Correct.
Right.
Again, I wasn't meaning to to tell you like this is the play you should do. I was just explaining those are some options you have available.
We're actually hoping that we will elicit your guidance to help us win just as subtly as possible.
I don't think you guys need my help. You guys are doing great as it is. I have full confidence in you. Don't let me down. That would truly be heartbroken.
Don't let me down.
That sounded so sincere.
Let me run through.
No, still condescending. I'm just getting that vibe.
I can't win. I cannot win with here.
So I'm going to attack with the dog.
He really is going to send a message to his bosses, being like, "That Quackalope kid can just not again, not again."
Why does this note only just say no in bold letters? Okay, so we have a dodge here, clear 1 slot, so that's clearing off, dealing it a damage, and then we have a quick stab. We know this is going to be basic.
Yep.
So it's going to deal you 2 damage and suffer.
That hunter mob is so basic. Sorry.
Yeah, totes.
No.
And then so now we've reshuffled everything back in. So now things are going to get interesting.
Nat, I just want you to know that I have seen and have acknowledged your duck crown. I no one said anything, but I like it. So.
Look at that thing.
I wanted to get in the spirit of Quackalope, so.
Okay, I have a question here. If I attack this
Stay like that the rest of the stream.
and I kill this one, does the other part of the mob then get to attack me? Because there's going to be one counter remaining.
The attack is going to happen.
Even though I kill one, the other person's there, so it's still going to hit back.
Well, again, noting that the way these tokens work, you're not actually killing anything. It's
right.
when it would be killed, it's just removing a token.
Okay. So it's going to be hitting back.
This is the hunter mob version of the Black Knight. Like, we're taking off the limb, and then it's like, keep going.
So my question is, I could go into the dream state now because I don't want to die with the 2 blood echoes that I have. Right?
You could.
We also have 2 rounds.
Totally smart for you to do that because you can always go back to the central lamp and then fog gate teleport in.
Yeah, I
remember
think
the sky refreshes all of the insight tokens when we move to the red round.
Oh
no!
Never mind. We gotta kill him.
Oh, so you want me to sacrifice my blood echoes after both of you all have upgraded yours? I see how it goes. All right, gotcha.
Well, actually, wait. Why don't you just use your? I would use your antidote to draw a card to see if it gives you if we can develop another plan of what you could do.
You could stagger it. You put your stagger in the quick stab.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get a card. Hopefully we'll get an amazing basic card that's going to change everything.
Amazing basic card.
Whoa. Another stagger. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to go with a quick cut stagger and hope that he gets a not special ability attack.
Where did your deck go?
Oh.
Where did my deck go? Oh.
You're fine, though. Your stagger will shut down that special.
Excuse me.
Oh, good. So I dink it for 1 again?
Correct.
So... I think I'm dying. I either go into the dream state and advance it, or I kill it, and then I'm going to die and lose my blood echoes. What do you want,
Team? Remember, you do still have your pistol.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we draw basic, which we have a decent chance of.
There's a chance.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to have flipped my hunter pistol back over when I entered the dream?
Yes, that does refresh when you go to the dream.
Okay.
Does damage carry over to the next mob token or no? So, like, if I hit it for more than enough, it's not carrying over damage to the next token, is it?
No.
Wait, why don't so the plus blood card and the stagger aren't as valuable right now because your speed one is not is kind of done. But what you could do is you could use one of your cards and expend it to transform, which would clear it and deal 2 damage and get it onto the next token of health, and then you'd have 1 card as an option on your next open weapon.
All right, walk me through that train of thought again. Sorry, I didn't quite follow. So
Michael, was that valid?
It was.
Okay, so just discard a card to transform your weapon.
Because you're going to deal, each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to one enemy in your space, and that happens, period.
Oh, yeah. So that automatically happens even when you're transforming.
Yeah. So if you discard that stagger card, then you'd clear both of those stagger cards, and you'd kill it.
Which would deal the 2 damage. Okay.
Which would deal the 2 damage, and then you'd have an open weapon with more possibility.
For those watching the stream, I'm clearly the noob to Bloodborne, and I never would have thought of that. So that was a good decision. I like that. So we'll transform the weapon by discarding the stagger. So these are going to clear, which will deal the 2 damage. We'll flip this.
Which is going to be enough to take off that first token.
Right.
But now you could spend that last card, instead of just trying to do more damage with your slow, more powerful attack, you could spend that last card to go into the dream state.
Which is what I've been saying, but I think Nat was saying we don't.
But so if he goes into the dream state, then we're gonna definitely reset the monster because it will be the end of the hunter's turn as well.
You're right. It'll push it twice.
We need to kill it twice in the next 2 turns.
Essentially, we need to hope. I think Sean is probably going to die unless he's if he can get the pistol kill in. So what we actually need to do?
So you could do a slow attack. If he draws basic, you play your pistol.
A pistol, and then take a whole nother token by himself, and then by that point,
that'd be pretty epic. I mean, how could the game ever refuse something that would be as epic as that?
I mean, you have a 60% chance to be able to use your pistol. Otherwise, you could.
No. Stop all this math nonsense.
Look, if I do this basic strength attack and I put it in this combo / option here, that's going to do 3 damage. And then it says after attacking with combo / I can transform my weapon for free, so I could flip it back.
But if you do the overhead slam, we guarantee a whole token come off.
But what if I do what I'm doing right? Well, I have to survive, I guess, because I don't get to transform.
Either way, you have to survive, but the overhead slam guarantees that if you do, we get a whole extra token off of it.
There is one option that you haven't yet considered. You could run away from the monster to the other side of the tile, right? And it wouldn't be able to catch you.
But it makes him pursue, which he'd move to the center, and then his turn would be over, and then he'd move on to him again.
Yeah, because if you leave a space where the monster's in there with him, he follows me.
Cowardice will not be tolerated.
I'm kind of on Dustin's side when it comes to do the heavy attack. Hope that he pulls the basic, and then use your pistol just to shut down that basic.
So you think I should follow Dexter's advice?
Yep. No, it's Devin, not Dustin. See, now I'm gonna make it up for. Now I'm just gonna mess it up. Period. You're just any of the D names.
Before Sean said that, I was almost about to go into Discord and change my name to Dustin.
I'll follow Demetrius's advice, and
great advice, David.
Thanks, guys.
Listen, I don't mean anything bad. My brain just works this way.
If there's anyone that could think out a plan, it's old Demetrius here.
So there's still 2 more hordes left, right? So we're going to remove a token, and then the last one will be standing. So there's still 8 more hit points we need to do.
So no. So if you kill this guy, that token, last token comes off, and it has 4 more health, which it makes it very manageable for me.
Yeah, so
and
8 total. I mean, it's basically like you have a multitude of that mob is just larger than normal. So you're just slashing your blade through many helpless victims instead of one woman.
Because if you survive, then we pretty much guarantee almost that we can kill it before we hit that red token.
Yeah.
As much as I love your advice, Devin, I have to follow my heart, and I'm going to do combo slash.
Okay, do it.
Basic.
Flip a card and see what happens. Basic.
Yes! There we go.
My heart just skipped a beat. So I'm going to flip my gun, right, to
So you'll flip to do the
stagger
stun.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit it for 3 damage with my combo slash at +1, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now, after attacking with combo slash, I can transform my weapon for free.
Yeah.
Right.
So you get rid of your basic and then make it blank again. Yeah.
But that's going to do one. Oh, because it's not on this. That's where.
That's what you were missing.
Mistake, Devin. You should have just said idiot. That's on the other side of the card, and then I would have done. Then I would have done exactly what you said.
We can give him once per game, like do over. I think that's fine.
No.
Okay.
I screwed up.
All right.
I screwed up. I was thinking on the other side.
It's fine though, because I mean, it's not like that means technically anything specific. It's just we have 5 health to kill instead of 4.
Well, and you still get to flip your board, which might actually give you a better opportunity to do some damage on the next cycle, depending.
No, he's definitely gonna die because
I'm dying
now.
I'm dead, and I don't get any upgrades. So sorry, Devin, I didn't catch that mistake.
Oh,
You're
I'm sorry.
fine.
I was assuming that
I don't know who you're talking to, but it's probably fine to Dexter.
So I was assuming that you were doing that during the enemy activation, or did you actually just make a extra attack there?
No, I didn't. So I get the flip after I do that, right?
Yeah, you could just wait for the enemy to activate, because then you get to place a card. No, you could have saved. No. You could have saved this card for the enemy activation. The enemy attacks. You place a card. It draws a card. You do basic.
Yes,
so you're fine. You're
Michael,
not dead.
That was our
I thought that's what
all
was
along.
Michael, that was what we were doing the entire time.
No,
Yes.
I screwed up. I screwed up. Let's play the we screwed up. Don't go back through all that.
No.
No.
Through all that. He was just saying that attack was not you initiating it on your turn, but rather your response to the enemy activation.
Which makes all the sense in the world, and all 4 of us were pointing that out the entire time. We all agreed it was Michael who was just double checking to make sure we were right on our strategy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so that is the end of the round. The track will advance by 1.
It's the end of the monster phase. Perfect.
And it's back to you guys.
Ooh,
definitely getting some like Eye of the Tiger playing in the background here.
Imagine if we hadn't done that on the monster's turn. I mean, that would have been brutal.
That would have been really bad.
Stupid.
That would have been a game changer.
I only had 1 card left in my deck, so I need to flip this and shuffle them and draw the other 2.
Here's the funny thing. For those of you that are going to watch all 3 of the scenarios we're recording, now there's going to be new players for each one of the scenarios, and I guarantee, Michael, you're going to become less and less conversational as this series goes on, especially if we're successful.
I want you guys to succeed.
I
don't know why you... As we talked about in the pregame, it is only through strife and turmoil do we grow, and I want to see lots of growth happening to every player. All right, so who is beginning this round?
I'm dead. So.
I'll come in. So I return back to the game board, right? Ooh.
And there's only one spot for you to return at the moment.
Yeah. So I'll return to the central lamp. I'll discard my my basic strength card here. Interact with the lamp to... Oh my god, sorry about that.
Just slam immediately into the sunset menu.
Everything.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame was like, what the heck, dude?
So that means I teleport to any space or inside any fog gate. So I could teleport here.
Yeah,
right?
100% do that, yeah.
Coming to the rescue.
Alright, so does this mob here, has it taken 3 damage, or does it have 3 left?
It's taken 3. It's got 1 health left, so you want to do just 1 damage.
You want to do a single point of damage to remove that token, and then you want to do 4 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't really do a single
So start by poking it in the eye.
Yeah, might as well do it this way, I guess.
You technically could do the draw 1 card instead of the stagger, and then use your hunter pistol to possibly stagger.
You know what? That is correct. So, oh my god, there we go. Sorry, I've got really bad ping, so I'm just throwing everything everywhere.
Yeah, he draws it now, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Sean, when you come over next time, we should film a video that's just TTS but in real life.
All right. So what ill fate befalls me?
Just a 2 damage basic.
Not bad.
You know what? I'm just going to take the damage.
Instead the hunter pistol?
Yeah, I'll leave the hunter pistol for something. Oh well, actually, it's a basic attack, isn't it? No, I'm gonna. Oh, come on. There we go. I will stagger it with my pistol. Pachow. All right. So we've removed the last insight token. Okay, and then I'm gonna follow up with a. I should have done that in the slash. Oh well. All right. Let's use another quick attack. Quick cut with the stagger. Ooh.
Ability. We're flip. Ooh, an ability into special.
Well,
Fast,
that's not good, is
stagger,
it?
and stun.
I don't have any option here.
Now, luckily, because your attack is fast, it is not getting staggered at least.
Yeah, so just discard your last card, and then discard your last card, and you'll be able to not take the stun effect.
Right.
So you'll be dealing it 2 and then suffering 3 in response.
All right. Well, there you go.
Not bad. We almost have it wiped out.
Could have got a lot better.
If only it was the end of this story.
So how many?
Unfortunately,
so Sean, here's what you should do. You should kill it, and then I'm gonna just appear in the central lamp tile, and I'll just go for the meat, and we'll be ready to win.
All right.
No, it is going to now attack you though.
To attack
You know it's going to be a basic attack.
Yep. So it's just going to be 2 damage on you.
Thank goodness. That would have been really bad.
I'm having flashbacks to what happened at the beginning of the game.
All right, so if I attack...
Well, actually, wait. If we, for some reason, get unlucky and you can't take the damage, or you can't stop the damage, then you die, go to Hunter's Dream, and we have to reset again. I have full health, so technically, to be the safest, I should probably come in and attack it.
You're the meat shield.
Do it. Do it, meat.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, I'm going to.
Things. Nothing went wrong the last time you teleported into the room.
I agree with that. I'm gonna get rid of this. My bonus card, unfortunately.
Didn't he pop in and turn into a puddle of mist?
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Great.
I'm gonna come in there.
Just wanted to clarify.
And then, wait, let me see. This guy's got 2 health left. Those are, yeah, that doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to for sure go on my rally strike and draw a card. And then let's see what happens.
All right. 2 damage medium. We have a basic attack. 2 damage at medium.
So I'm going to stop the 2 damage and not take anything and kill it. And get a blood echo.
Hunter mob is taken down. That is going to be a blood echo, and it is going to complete that insight mission here. Complete this mission by slaying the hunter mob. Reveal card number 7. On the hunt. Distribute the hand lantern reward and the Ludwig's rifle firearm among the hunters.
Ooh,
Driven
Ludwig's
to frenzy
rifle.
by the early stages of the infection, the townsfolk are compelled to partake in the hunt, believing that eradicating the beast, the plague will be quelled as well. From their remains, you gather what useful supplies you can find. So we're going to get the hand lantern reward. All right, and then we have our reward here. We have Ludwig's rifle, and we have the hand lantern. And noting that the last insight mission you guys did specified who got the rewards. Usually it's just going to be they go to the group and you disperse them out as you see fit, such as this case.
You know what? I'll take the teleport hand lantern, just so like if you guys need me in a specific spot, I can just like hop to it. I don't know. I feel like. So my thinking that is that since you're already like stagger heavy in your deck, losing your hunter pistol isn't as bad.
It is the only way to stop an attack that's not on your turn, though.
Oh yeah.
Unless you save cards.
If you don't want it, I'll take it and I'll just go full on tanky tank.
I'll have it. Don't worry. No, you're right. You're right. It's I can just save cards to stagger enemies.
Now, since that mission has been completed, the fog gates clear off. The lantern is restored.
Okay,
nice.
So if that's the case, then I'm just going to use my last 2 cards to move to the lantern. I'm just going to use my hand lantern and keep those 2 cards and go. Bloop,
So at this
bloop.
point in the game, we have 2 insight, right? So we just need to return to the central lab.
And that's,
which
that's
is
what he's
why
doing. That's why he teleported.
Right.
And
So
to move on the central lamp tile after you've collected at least 2 insights. So that will trigger the next part of your hunt mission if you do that.
does the hand lantern does it exhaust?
Yes. So your rewards that you have here, these are essentially just like your firearm. You exhaust them and then you refresh them when you go back to the dream.
Okay. All right. Well,
that
so
include
I'm going to move there to jump us into the next phase.
All right. Reveal card number 2. Source of the Scourge. Your senses flare at the sound of rapid moving claws. You turn just in time as a scourge beast, much larger than the rest, leaps at you, its eyes glowing a haunting blue. Reveal card 3. Surround the central lamp tile with fog gates. Spawn 1 scourge beast on its lamp space. It respawns
Now I know
to
what
this
Sean
space
feels like.
on reset. Complete the hunt by slaying this scourge beast. So this is letting you know that the second you complete this objective, you guys will win this chapter. Reveal card number 4.
There's light. There's an ending. Can we make it?
Probably not. Y'all have actually done surprisingly well. I was expecting more death and destruction.
Because we don't have to roll dice.
So
fair.
let's reveal card number 3 and see just what's this. Pack Alpha. Place insight tokens, hunter number of insight tokens on this card. So in
Isn't
this
it
case,
supposed
3.
to be number 4? Oh no, that's reveal card. Right.
When this Scourge Beast would be slain, instead remove 1 token and heal all damage from it. All tokens are returned on reset. Replace its ability with Vicious. The Scourge Beast makes 1 quick swipe attack. It cannot be staggered, deals +1 damage, and gains stagger and stun.
Nasty.
Wow.
Yikes.
Well, this is your guys' final checkpoint right here. This is, you kill this, you guys win the hunt. So no one ever said it was going to be easy.
If you just leave the meat shield in there.
See, the thing is that me and Sean need to cut through all these enemies to get there, right?
Well,
You just run through them.
What is the insight tokens? Is it however many people?
Yeah, so that symbol on the card is...
So I guess I still have
number
2
of
So
cards.
that symbol on the card is the hunter symbol there is representative of the amount of players. So in this case, it would be 3 players, 3 insight tokens.
Okay. 3. Alright. Okay, so... Oh, well, it's... Here's the thing, guys. This guy is just going to come back at the end of this round, fully healed. So everything I do this round is pretty much useless. So I might as well just go to Hunter's Dream,
Must be
activate
nice.
the next round, and get
what
to
is
use
this
my Blood
Hunter's
Echo.
Dream state that I've heard so much
to-
about during this game?
There's a bunk bed next to mine, and I'm like, man, like Sean never comes here. Like
Can
this
you
is
come
weird.
come teleport back to me and drag me with you?
I think that's viable, but okay. So I'm going to go to. Well, actually, is there anything else that I could technically? I don't think there's anything else I could do. Oh wait, if I move, oh, I can't move and interact. Yeah, because especially if I interact with.
More importantly,
monsters.
this tile is now surrounded by fog gates, which you cannot cross except by exiting to the Hunter's Dream.
So I need
Yeah,
to
but
go to the
Michael, that
dream
seems
as
like a
well.
minor footnote.
David, you're totally right. Your only option is to go into the dream state.
It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Okay. I think that I'm going to need a. Oh, well, the stagger plus speed would help. Oh wait, no, this is a scourge beast that has fast attack, so really dodge is actually help more.
I want those
I'm gonna take the dodge that
cards. Come on, man.
I keep putting this not over on my side. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna get rid of let's see. Not my nice stuff.
And he has gone to the dream, which will advance the track and immediately cause things to reset. Which, luckily, is pretty much everything here is.
I think we're at neutral at the moment.
I'm going to... yeah, I'll just get rid of a basic attack improvement.
Good
All
job,
right.
Daryl.
My number one favorite, Ludwig's. You're up.
I'm gonna run out of D names. I'm trying here.
Right.
Dwight? We haven't done Dwight
Yeah,
yet.
we haven't.
Sam,
That was on
go
my
on.
list. Don't say it yet.
I'm the assistant to the meat shield.
I think we should just call each other a different name every time.
No, I think
So
that's
go on,
amazing.
Sam. Take your turn.
Nigel, that's great. That's a good idea.
Am I ever gonna get to go to the dream state, or is this whole game just gonna be me not going to the dream
Oh,
state?
wait
I
a
think
second.
you have
I'm
to go right now.
I do.
I have to.
I need to.
Do I have to go back to the central lamp?
Well, it's
It's broke. The lamp.
it's Steve's turn right now. So
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm in the okay, there we go. Perfect.
All right. So there's really nothing else I can do other than just. I mean, I could move, but it's pointless. I could try to reveal something. We do have a little bit of extra time here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just go into the dream state?
I could go poke around. I mean, I know we know our objective, but
No, I think this is the time to fight because specifically once we get to the next reset, there's
You
only
only have
two
two
spots
below.
in between instead of 3.
the
But
thing
I'm
is, the
going
only
to die. I have 2
But-
hit points.
if he goes to the dream state now, he's already pushing it down to only 2 blocks left anyway.
Really, both of them need to go to the dream state. To be honest.
it's the only way we can get there.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't walk. You can't walk through the fog into the room.
You can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
that's
just-
the only way in there right now.
Oh, I thought you can't cross the fog. So okay. Well,
No,
in
the
that
only way
case,
to-
we can just
The only
walk
way
there.
to leave the fog is to go to the dream state.
Other enemies don't follow you into the fog gate, do they?
No.
The enemies
Correct,
do not
they
follow
stop
you
it
in.
though.
All right.
So if
Michael,
I
can
could-
I teleport in there from the dream world?
Unfortunately not.
The lamp.
Yeah,
So I
you're
have to go
all-
to the courtyard lamp? and
You're
then-
all gonna pop into the courtyard, and then you're all gonna have to run in there. But the issue is, like, if Sean and Nat run in there, they're both just gonna get like noped hard. If they both go to the dream state, you're basically down to a cycle of 2 to try to finish this thing off. I would spend the next 3 cycles to buff as much as possible, and just assume that you're only gonna have 2 rounds to kill this thing.
So then what I think we should do is I think you should both go to the dream state and then essentially try to kill this thing in that final 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't think there's any point in going to the dream state because I can just go in there, do as much damage as I can before I die. If I die, I've got a lot of stagger cards.
Well,
It's-
Ludwig's won't even have an effect because you're moving into its space.
He could enter
I
and just wait for it to
guess,
come
yeah,
into
you
him.
could go to that first spot. Yeah, you could go to that first spot and then let it come into
Yeah,
your
come
space.
bring it over to me. Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe if you go in and do damage and then die,
Well,
that's
the other-
Hunter's Dream
can't even
anyways.
I can't even get there though because I've
Well,
got.
no, I think Sean, you need to go to the dream state. Nat, the one
Yeah.
benefit to you going in there is cycling that attack deck just a little bit, because it gives us insight on what he might be doing on those rounds where it really matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I should go in and try
I
to
think
do.
if I'm going to die anyway, I might as well just. I mean, if I'm going to go to the dream state anyway, I might as well do it through death and do
Oh
something.
wait, you don't even have a card though.
Well, it'll move to the next round before I get to act.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
I think
yeah, 'cause you went
I think
first.
Sean should just pop in there.
All right, so we're going into the... So that's where we're shuffling the whole deck, right? And then I'm going to choose what to take out of here. I've got 2 tokens. So I'll put those 2 tokens up here. The gun will flip. Let's see. I think I take the dodge for sure. So that's 1. And
Ooh, draw 2. Those would be great for right now. That could really
Yeah.
extend a combat for us.
Yeah, we'll take one of those. That's my second card. I got to get rid of 2. How fast he is quick.
All right, and also that is going to be the round while he is resetting himself, so this will tick up by 1. And it's back to you guys.
So I've got to get rid of 2 of these cards while I look through here. We're not going to really stagger the wolf, right? That's just not going to happen. He's fast.
To dodge an attack, does it need to be faster than the opponent's attack, or does it need to be equal to or faster?
Faster.
Same speed or faster.
Oh!
Right, so faster. Okay, I should be fine then.
I'm going to get rid of these 2 staggers. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but...
Noting on the pack alpha here that it does have it's a standard Scourge Beast with the ability replaced, so it's a fast attack and then a slow attack on the special.
Can I be faster than fast? Because I've got this stagger that's +1 speed.
You
Yep.
can be, yeah.
So actually,
Yeah,
according
so-
to the rule, faster than fast and slower than slow, yes. That is actually the title of that rule
Nice.
section.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I absolutely love what's going on with Sean over here. This
I don't know what I'm doing. I just got rid of these 2 stagger cards, and I don't know if that's what I want to get rid of.
No. Get rid of a draw. I'd get rid of like
The
one
regular
draw
draw
and
card,
like regular damage.
just one of the... I thought keeping the damage card might be helpful, but you think I should get rid of one of those?
Well, the stagger cards, I mean, it won't help on the fast ones unless you...
That's what-
Well, no, you have a fast attack, so it could help you, but the slow attacks definitely could help on. I don't know. It's up to you, man.
I think I will get rid of one of the draw cards. That's a good idea. Keep one of the staggers.
There is a problem with my plan. I need to flip my board over.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh wait, hang on. I have a pellet. I can use that. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I would avoid, so like I'd avoid using anything unless you all are going for the kill now. Like you have to decide at what point on this track you all are actually going to try to take him out.
Yeah, I think we should go for the final... I think we should try and start,
There.
Yeah, right there.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm just going to try and kill a monster and return to the dreamer. Then.
Yeah, I think that's smart, because then
Oh, that could be good if you could actually kill something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my turn and do that now then. So I'm gonna discard this basic strength card, move 1, 2.
I don't know how I got 13 cards in my deck, but I've got 13 cards in my deck.
Oh no, actually, I'm just gonna move
I got the
here,
2 that I discarded up here.
and then I'm gonna.
That should just remove 1 from your deck and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh no, but I need to do it. Okay.
As long as that's not one of the new good ones. I'll just pull that out up there.
So that's why we've been doing so good
No.
this whole time.
No, Jesse.
Wait, there's no way for me to kill an enemy and return to the dream.
Wait.
Following round.
Oh, no, because if you end, it's on the activation.
Well, but remember that an enemy might come into your space, which you do 2 damage to. So if you're able to get a little bit of damage onto this guy, and then back up again, he'd come into your space, and you could kill him with that action.
But then
You follow
the
me.
enemy activation wouldn't allow him to use a card on his turn to go into the dream, though.
Yeah, but you have two cycles, so he could be the last person to go into that dream.
That's
What I'm
true.
going to do is I'm going to move here with my basic strength card. I'm going to flip my weapon with this dodge card. And then these will get discarded as well. Flip my card. and that's where I'm going to end. So then, this monster's going to join me, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And then I'm going to flip my rifle to deal 2 damage to it.
2 damage. Yep.
And it's going to attack me. But I'm going to put this stagger counterattack to make my slash quick. And it will do 2 damage and hopefully kill it as long as it doesn't draw it.
And you'll also heal from that and draw a card.
Let's see. Oh, the one card we didn't want.
Ability into basic. 3 damage fast.
You'll still stagger it.
No, it's going to be the same speed as me.
You're tied, yeah.
Oh, I thought Michael
said well. It was a good try. We kill each other.
Well, I mean, at least you ended by murdering a pack of, tourists anyway.
Went out with a flash.
Also, if trying to figure out.
So now that is up forward 1 more, right?
I just advanced it. Yes.
Oh, you already did. Okay.
Just
slow down,
yes.
Jesse.
After.
Jeez, wow.
Jesse's so gun ho for our demise.
So after this round, after both of you have now done whatever you want to do, then it's going to start the actual kill this thing phase. So you should probably.
We should try and get into.
You should try to get. Well, no, you should try. Just get into the fog, and dodge one of its attacks or something, because then you're ready to attack it immediately on the next turn. You don't have to spend a card for a move. You're gonna want to be standing next to this thing.
Yep, now's the time to set up.
Okay, so I appear in the only place I can appear, which is right here. See.
Go get him, Dwight.
At this point, I'm not saying Leroy Jenkinsing into the fog is the best strategy, but...
No. I'm pretty sure Leroy Jenkins.
Whenever you can, that's always the
So
best
ability
option.
can't pop up, 2 basic. So he's got 2 specials and 2... So let's see. I can't stagger his special. I can dodge.
You should just run in and dodge.
He's got one of everything left in the deck. He's got a special, ability, and a basic.
He's got 2 specials and basic left. And noting that his special can in fact be staggered.
I definitely have to move one right here.
You've got a good chance to stagger his retaliation, or at least dodge it.
Wait, but the special can't be staggered, right?
It can.
If you use your stagger card.
It can't be dodged.
Oh, I'm talking about the Huntsman's minion here.
Oh, yes, that one can't be staggered if you choose to fight him.
Yeah, don't even worry about him. Just get into that fog.
So just noting, when you left his space, he did follow you here.
Yeah. He's a jerk like that.
He's like, hey man, what are you doing over here?
He's like, you want to see my brick?
He's really proud of that brick, man.
It's really big. Okay, so I guess I need to spend my draw 1 here, in order to, because even if after all this is done, that guy's just gonna respawn anyways. So yeah, I will just move into here and spend this. Oh wait, no, but that one can't be dodged.
It's okay, it's
You
going
know
to be a
what?
basic, don't worry.
But it
I
could be
think-
staggered, so if you kept your stagger card...
I don't think I had one. Oh, it could.
Let's
But
put
that's
one over
just
here.
slow, though. Yeah, I guess I'll just go stagger and get rid of these 2 for now.
And then we're holding off to see what it does.
Yeah, let it activate, y'all.
All right. Well, it's activating, so now's your time to throw down your attack.
We're not seeing what it does, though, right?
You don't get to until you play.
Oh,
card.
yeah. All right, well, I might as well try to recoup some health. Special.
Okay.
Special. So you're dealing a 2 damage and staggering it.
Thank goodness.
That's going to be the end of the round, isn't it?
I didn't
No,
go
Sean
this
hasn't
round.
gone. Sean hasn't gone. He also needs to get into that area.
Yes. So I'm going first
And you can
move
dodge
is
it, hopefully.
Oh, hey, I have a question, Michael. So I've heard it, but I haven't removed a token yet. It says all tokens are removed on that reset, but it doesn't say that it heals.
That's a general rule just for the game, is anytime a reset happens, damage is removed. So this is showing the special rule for what happens to a token.
On the card, I know. Let's have a quorum as a group. Let's discuss this.
Yeah, I'm down for a vote, honestly.
You remember earlier when you said that you always assume the worst case scenario for the hunters?
Listen, if we could only get a hold of if we could only get a hold of the designer, but that's impossible, so we're just gonna have to do a quorum.
I heard his name is Eric Long.
That's terrible.
All right, so do I have to? I don't spend anything to come back out of the dream state. I just come back, or do I have to discard a card to do that?
No,
you just come back out.
This whole dream thing is a new thing. I've never done this before, so sorry.
Oh my God, wax philosophical about it. Okay, Sean, we get it. You haven't slept.
I do have to note, Michael. Eric Lang parted ways with Simon on an official stance moments after we did our playtest with him on Marvel United. I don't know if there's a connection there, but it's not.
I can find a way to avoid that.
Yeah, if I could never have to.
I'll leave my company.
To discard another card to move in 1. Do I sit here and wait for him, or do I?
Yeah, just save your card if you can.
Well, I've still got.
Wait.
Because I went 1, 2. I could go with the second card. I can go 1, 2, and be on.
I'd stay over there because he's going to move into your zone. You might be able to play your dodge because he could still draw a basic, right? And the basic would be able to be dodged.
Yeah, the basic, yeah.
He's got a 50-50 shot.
We'll wait here for him.
All right. So he'll activate.
Wolfie.
He'll move over and he will attack.
Hey, we both have purple color markers. We're friends.
And you're going to hold off that card to... hold off that dodge instead of using it to attack?
Yes, I'm waiting for his turn to attack me, right? And then I'm going to...
You're going to use it as a dodge.
Okay. So we got? We have a special that can't be dodged.
So close to a good idea. So it was very close to a good idea.
So that's going to be, unfortunately, 4 damage and a stun. So, but it could have been worse.
It just tickled me a little bit.
Well, the good thing is we can just save that dodge card since it wasn't effective.
Unfortunately, he's stunning, so it's going to cause him to discard a card out of his hand.
But I thought it was discard if you don't want to lose damage.
No, it's discard or suffer
or
damage.
You take an extra damage.
Yep, it's not an option. You have to discard, and if you can't,
they must
suffer
discard
damage
and
instead.
they suffer. That's what
correct. Alright, so now we're going to reach the end of the round. The track is going to advance by 1, which is going to cause a reset. This guy's going to jump right back to his point.
All damage is removed. And now all you have to do is murder him.
Is that it?
That's it.
Pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I feel like we revealed him with half the game left, and now we're at this point, and we still haven't done anything.
Now's your time to shine. You guys got to, gang up on him 3-on-1. It's a very even fight, and just take him down.
I still feel like he's at the advantage.
Okay, I'll go first, guys, since I'm at full health, and I'm currently in there. So let's see what I can do. I'm going to... So we're guaranteed a basic here, which... let's see. But stagger has to be faster, so instead of doing stagger, I might as well actually do...
Someone, if we know we're guaranteed a basic, is it possible for someone else to activate their quick and actually stagger and cycle that basic instead of you taking a guaranteed hit?
I shouldn't actually. So
No one can stagger the basic because it's going to be...
The reason why I'm thinking is I can take the guaranteed hit and instead of taking it, dodge, and then I can clear my rally strike spot, and then I can do a stagger attack on rally strike again and heal again.
All right.
See, like, I just have to say, like, all this talk of strategy and tactics is just OP, you know? And they didn't tell me the Quackalope guys were going to be using strategy and tactics against the game.
Instead of just burling our way through it.
So I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that plus damage attack right now.
3 damage against a basic. And
you know
also
it's
you
a
have
basic
crystal as well, so...
Yeah, so I'm actually... but if I use the basic... Or if I use the pistol, then next time I won't be able to do a dodge. Oh wait, can I do the dodge as a card play and still get the benefits just without dodging?
The dodge, that effect can be used to make an attack, or you can use it to dodge. If you use it to make an attack, for example, this is invigorating, it would clear that or any other slot and heal you 1 when you make the attack.
Okay.
Dodge is just an additional keyword on the card. It's not
well, then
dictating
I'll go
how it
ahead
has to be
and just
used.
use the hunter pistol then now.
All right.
And I'll save that.
And he will take 3 damage, almost taking off one of his tokens.
Nice.
Good job, Meat Shield.
Meat Shield. All right, so I'm going to. Let me see what's on this side real quick. So that's not as useful because it's big stuff. So I'm going to do this attack right here and see what happens.
Okay. That effect is going to happen immediately, so you would heal 1, can't heal, and then it says clear this or any other slot. So just again, for order of operations' sake, that happens when the card is placed down, and then we see what happens.
Okay, good to know.
Ability, which the special one down here is replaced. Yep.
Scourge Beast.
Makes 1 quick swipe attack, cannot be staggered, deals +1 damage, and gains stagger and stun. Wow, that's a nasty attack. So it is a 3 damage fast with stagger and stun.
Okay, and I now have to discard the card that I had.
I mean, at least it's happening to you.
Well, so wait,
we now know that
3
ability.
damage, right?
He's doing you 3 damage, staggering and stunning, stopping your attack. Oof.
Okay, well then, I think it might actually be beneficial for me to not discard, take the extra damage to where I could do a rally strike next time.
You have to discard. There's no choice.
Oh, yeah.
If you cannot discard, you take an additional.
Yeah. Okay, so there I lose 3 health and nothing happens, and now it's his turn, and he's gonna hurt me.
I don't want to salt the wound or anything here, by the way, but saving your hunter's pistol for that empowered vicious attack would have stopped all of this.
Yeah, it would have, wouldn't it?
But live and learn, that's how it is.
Yes.
That's how things work in the world of Bloodborne.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about that either, so it's very easy for me to go like, in post, you really should have done this. But okay, let's see how he's hitting you. He is hitting you with a basic attack, just 2 damage at fast.
Oh man, I did not think I was actually going to survive. That saves us an extra Hunter's Dream turn.
All right, next up, the fight continues.
Oh,
I'm scared.
So Sean's already in there. Nat, you need to summon back in, run in there, and do some damage.
There's no scenario here which I only do 1 damage, so it might be more beneficial for Stan to go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Stan's able to actually get a damage down.
I'm going to die at the end of my turn regardless.
Well, not necessarily. If he does a special attack, which is a decent chance, you would actually kill him before his special attack happens.
True.
And you still have
No. He wouldn't.
Kill him. Don't kill him. You would take a token off.
Yeah, you're.
Well, I think your best thing is to possibly do the 2 draw and see what happens. Like, see what 2 cards you get.
I think you should stagger, because if he uses a basic attack, you've got your pistol. If it's his special attack, you stagger him.
True. I think that is also smart.
I really wish I had my pebble. All right, we'll do a quick stab.
Oh wait, you've got to use a card to. You've got to get rid of a stagger to get in the same location.
To move. That's right, because he teleported back. I forgot that.
Right. It's either move and attack him or wait for him.
I would definitely use the stagger so that you still have one left, and then you also have the draw card if you need it. Hi, Danny.
No. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go and move in, and then do the staggered quick attack.
All right, let's flip it and see. We have a special, which is going to get staggered, canceled out,
nice,
and a token removed.
Nice.
Exactly what I planned.
So we have 12 more health that we need to take off here.
Should I draw 2? Yeah, so I just play this. So I do the attack with the draw 2 card. Is that how that works? I put that into the slot to do the draw 2.
Yeah, and you'd immediately draw 2 up.
And then discard 1.
Okay. I don't think they're just both slashes, so I'm going to draw 2. Get the most amazing card in the game.
Ooh, the dodge should be more lucky because one of the 2 specials is already gone.
Yeah.
Draw 1 can continue your turn, though.
Alright, let's see what his attack is.
Don't you have to discard one of those down? You do, you have to discard 1.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It is using its special, so 4 damage, stun, cannot be dodged. That's slow.
And you're dead.
Wait, no. Use your pistol.
Can you on the special? It's a special.
It has to be on a basic.
But isn't it? Oh, I thought it was saying it uses 1 basic quick sight. I didn't realize it just...
No.
You are dealing 2 before it mauls you to death, though. That's something.
That's true.
Alright. Bye-bye, guys. I'm going to dream again.
What dreams may come. Boom. Alright.
Wait. Oh, it did special. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We know that
did ability.
Only thing it's doing now is basics, though. We've lured out all its special moves with...
That would have been one of those basics. We could have done some more stuff.
Alright, so I think we need Nat to help us?
Yeah, Nat's got to push in there.
Yeah, alright, so I'm going to move twice using these 2 cards, my stagger and dodge cards. So yeah, I'll pop over there, and then I'll go 1, 2, 1. I'll end there.
I like it.
Okay.
Right.
So you let the monster activate?
Yes. So as it comes to me...
Sorry, I was trying to grab myself, not the wolf.
It's so scared of me, it just runs off the board.
Exactly. It's like, Nat's coming? What?
So you're going to deal 2 more damage to it.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
Which takes 1 of these away.
Oh.
Pow!
I'm not dead yet! If we're continuing.
So it loses another 2 health, and that'll be another insight token removed.
Yeah, I think we need to remove 1 still. Yep.
So we've got 8 health that we need to get rid of now.
And now it attacks me, and I will counter-attack with a slash.
You know it's going to be a basic.
Yes. And I'm happy to take that damage because this is a stagger and also +1 damage, so I'm going to remove another token.
Oh, that's so good.
You're amazing, Nat.
but
I mean, Nicholas.
That's why that's why Nigel's got the duck crown.
Boom. So 2 damage, but in exchange, that another token being taken off, and that thing is limping down. It is almost completely removed. That was the last. Health. That was the last hunter activation. So this is going to tick up by 1.
We can do this, guys.
The finish line is in sight, guys.
We are right at endgame, and I just want to remind everyone what Mitchell said earlier. This is, in fact, the intro scenario. This is beginner of the beginners.
We're almost about to win, but realize, team, this is one that is not that hard.
All right.
Matthew,
So
Dan, Sam, and Luke. I'm so glad we've got a chance to play together today.
It's been
I
great,
think
John.
I finish it off on my turn, but I'm sure you guys can do the same.
No, I actually he's only got a basic left, which is fast, which is better than all of my stuff. So I would actually die and push us unnecessarily closer. So I think you should.
So I think I should finish it off then.
If you
So
if you died, it would end it, right? Wouldn't that?
No,
wouldn't
we'd
that-
get one
You
more.
still get one
chance.
more round.
Yeah,
So I can
I
flip
mean,
my weapon, even though I'm right next to it.
But
right?
if I died, it would also reset all of its power.
that's what I'm saying. It would end it.
Yeah.
Are you
So
saying
I'll
we
take
can
it,
kill it
boys.
3 times in one round?
So I can flip my weapon, right? Just by discarding?
No, it takes 2 to refresh Ludwig.
No, not Ludwig.
He's flipping his trick weapon.
Flip my trick weapon. So that'll clear that as well. Flip him over. And I think I go in for a heavy carve.
Yeah, because he's only
No,
going
it's
to do
the
2
basic.
damage.
So theoretically, this is 100% chance going to be a basic attack. There's a special rule though about in this exact scenario that happens. It's a really corner case one, where if you're about to win the game based on like using strategy and tactics. That,
Yep.
See what actually happens.
Bloodborne
All right, so
just
let's-
goes, nope.
You reshuffle the monster's deck, and then it draws a card.
Yeah, for some reason I got the rulebook in, and it was written in Sharpie in the back of and signed for Quackalope. I don't understand, but it's in there. I checked.
So I take
All
a
right.
2 damage hit, but as soon as I do, I just go pow and smush it.
Oh, and with that, there is ending flavor text, right?
You would actually suffer 2 damage, which that's going to kill
I
you.
already did that. I had to.
Oh,
He already
he
said
take the
that.
damage.
I just
he's-
wanted to make sure that was there.
He's
Because I was
ahead
like,
of you.
you still have the dodge and everything, so yeah,
Michael's
they're
like,
still fine.
wait, you guys died.
No, Michael.
No one took care of it.
No one's being trounced by this. Let's. I think Nat deserves to read that ending flavor text.
All right, let's
No,
do it.
absolutely. So, complete the hunt by slaying the Scourge Beast. Reveal card 4.
Yes.
Prey slaughtered Scourge Alpha. So we would distribute the Bloodstone Shard and Carol Ring Moon rewards amongst the hunters. And the beast lets out one final roar before slumping to the ground. In the distance, you spot a group of the creatures, seemingly watching the fight. Readying yourself for the attack, you instead find them turning and bounding off deeper into the district.
Nice.
How?
When you take out the alpha, you're the new alpha.
I think that's how that works.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm pretty sure that's lore affirmed.
Yeah, I've read a lot of wolf literature. I think that's accurate.
Nice job, Donald.
So
Thanks, Sebastian.
So boys, as 2 people that had prior knowledge of Bloodborne, one person who doesn't like murdering women but still chose to do so anyway, and the
It
designer.
brought the best out in me.
Well, that's true. That's true. What first impressions, final thoughts? What do we think so far? I personally was a little bit skeptical right at the beginning where Michael was like, "This is a diceless game," because I've seen a ton of things that say, "Hey, this is a diceless game," and then give me a stack of cards which operate the same exact way as a D20. Does that make sense? Like, how many times have you seen that? Have you seen that utilized? Like, I guarantee there's no dice in this, and it's even more random, or even more lucky, or even less like ability to min max and control what you're doing. This really did have us strategically like placing and mathing out what we were able to do to get to that end game. I'm concerned that this is the easiest of all the scenarios. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little worried about that. And I also did not expect. There's a lot of hand management in this, but then there's just a touch of deck building in a sense. I mean, because you are removing cards, you are swapping them out and trying to build your character in a certain pathway. And I like that. I thought it was. I think it's a nice light touch in there that gives me a little bit more control over how my team's going to build out and how I'm going to be able to play. So that's my first impressions, but I didn't play the game. What do y'all think? Any questions, any thoughts, or things that you're curious about what's coming?
I mean, I know that you said that. Oh, sorry. Nigel,
Let the killer go.
Thanks, Doug. Yeah, I was going to say that I think, as someone who absolutely loves the video game, I think you've done an absolutely excellent job of translating that combat, that sort of fast pace, you got to give it your all, can't take a step back feeling through these trick weapons and the cards that you're playing there, and the whole speed system. Like, it felt, I had that same engagement that I did when I was playing the video game.
Yeah.
Thing...
So, sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're
nope.
fine.
Nope.
I was just gonna ask.
You go.
One thing that I'm curious about, Michael, because this is the intro scenario, how does this scale? Like, what is there beyond this that we haven't had a chance to really see? Where does this game grow?
So one thing I want to get clear is that when I said this is the intro scenario, this one is not necessarily easier than any of the others that are out there. It's not necessarily harder either. We made them all so they're around the same like scaling here. The reason why we suggest this one to be the intro scenario is because we've incorporated into this specific chapter of this campaign most of the mechanics that you will see scattered throughout the other campaigns. So like, you have one of the quests where you have multiple options to choose from at the end, since the girl one there. We have the mini boss style mission that you saw there, and there's some others that you didn't see in this one. But that's the reason we suggest starting with this one, is because it can give you kind of a taste of some of the other mechanics that you'll see, and you'll see in some of the other playthrough videos that we do. Each of the campaigns does have a drastically different flavor to it, but the reason I like people starting with this one, and again, this is a suggestion in the rulebook, it's not by any means something you have to do, but I'd like starting with this one because the secondary missions and the primary hunt mission here, they give you kind of an overarching taste of the mechanics and how things go. They're kind of indirectly guiding you of like, hey, these are different styles of missions that you're going to see as you're playing through the various campaigns.
So take back all your smack talk about this being the introduction scenario.
No, I won't. I'm not going to take it back. Devin, what's on your mind, buddy?
So, I mean, responding directly to you talking about scaling, Jesse, like the thing that is on my mind is, from the rule books and also from Michael talking is like, yes, like this was tough, but also continued into the next second and third chapters, we would take our individual decks. So even though like stuff would maybe get more hairy at certain points, like we keep those upgraded decks, and so therefore like we're just going to get better and better at what we were doing. And like as someone who loved Bloodborne, I mean it was like one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 4, and it's always mean, but it's never unfair. Like there's always a way for you to like figure out what is an enemy's weakness, like how, like what's the best way to proceed, and like yes, it is a learning process, you'll die a lot, but I don't think it's ever unfair. It's just mean, and you have to figure out how to deal with that, and I think that this translated that well, and it makes dying a normal part of the process. Yes, it advances the game and can make you lose, but it doesn't like there are other games like where when you die, number one, you're maybe out of it, or but this is just okay, get back in there and fight again.
So I kind of have a question, because when I first was thinking of this game, I wasn't thinking of the death being a central part of the actual in-game experience, where you're going back to the dream and popping back onto the board. And my concern was, like, my initial gut impressions was, is this board game going to be designed where I have to grind a mission 12 times in order to even beat it? Kind of like Kingdom Death does to me sometimes against certain creatures. So from your sense as a designer, is there an element of some of those future levels or harder levels where players might need to dip into them 2 or 3 times to really have a good sense of even what's going on so that they can accomplish it? Or is it mostly designed that dream sequence and that death and rebirth phase is built into the main corner of the game, so you're not necessarily losing, but it's not designed to make you lose every time. It's just designed to be a fair challenge.
It's a challenge, and the thing is, utilizing the Hunter's Dream is also meant to be another resource as well that you can use to your advantage. It's not necessarily just, oh, I'm really low here, and so I need to go back to the dream, or it's something that is going to happen because I die. You can strategically use it as well, because it is a quick way to teleport across the map. If you unlock a bunch of tiles and I need to get from location A to location B, the fastest route might be for me to spin around and go to the dream. Conversely, another thing that you can do is you can use the dream to, say, clear a path for your teammates. Like, say you had to get to an objective, like the little girl is like hiding in a corner, and you decide like we're going to rescue her, and not just brutally murder her. Something you can do is someone can lure, whatever strategy and tactics you choose. But an example there is you can lure all the monsters, one direction, and then teleport off to the dream. Now they are off sitting in a corner here, completely, off to the side for a little while until a master reset happens. But you've cleared this path that, you didn't have to fight your way through. You can just now run through if you need to.
Now, Sean, I know for a fact that Bloodborne is not your type of game. It's not your type of video game to start with. It's probably not your thematically type of board game. And it's probably not one, and correct me if I'm speaking for you, but it's probably not one that you would bring home with you for the theme alone. Like that would be a pretty big litmus test for you just in general. So beyond that, with the fact that this isn't your type of game, beyond that, any questions, any thoughts when it comes to the first play experience?
I mean, personally, I enjoyed the game. I had a great time. You're not inaccurate in stating that this is not a game that's going to be on my shelf. Just the people here I game mostly with my family, and having down to a 5-year-old, it's probably not something I'm going to throw on the table with them.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that moral test on your 5-year-old would be
probably what I think.
Do you have like an evil child?
Debatable. No, but this is a game I would love to play again with you all, or a group of gaming people that are focused on going through something like this. But no, I really like I love that it wasn't dice rolling, because I really suck at that.
It's true. I can confirm.
Yeah, I'm even worse than Jonathan. And so I like the way that it worked out, the flipping, that there's a lot of choices. I can see the challenge is trying to figure out what's the most efficient way to do things, and that's not something that you're going to master anytime quickly. So I really like how Michael was just saying how you could try to lure monsters away. So there's all of these different options that you're going to have. So even though the core box, what did you say, has 3 campaign scenarios or 4 with 3 in each? I forgot the chapters and campaigns numbers.
Correct. There are 4 campaigns with 3 individual chapters.
So within those 12 playthroughs there's going to be a whole lot. And like you said, we only flipped 5 tiles here. So we didn't even go through all the tiles. So I love the replayability. I like the way that the deck hand management worked. I would have liked to been able to visit the dream state a little more as I drew. Like,
we never heard you talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I mean, if you'd spoken up earlier.
I mean, I came back from the dream state with 3 basic cards. That wasn't very cool in the final fight. So, but short of that, I really enjoyed the experience. Having you two that have some Bloodborne experience, I'm sure helped a lot. But I enjoyed it. I'd love to play again.
Cool. All right, boys. With that, we're gonna go record 2 more sessions of this. We've got to continue showing this off. So if anyone's made it to this point, I'm gonna say goodbye to you more officially and formally, not here, but in a studio space. So we'll go to that now.
So, even though that was the initial suggested recommended scenario, I think the team did pretty well. I won't steal the victory from them, at least not too much of the bragging rights. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay video. I hope you enjoyed the content we're making here over at Quackalope. If you did, hit that subscribe button so that you can not miss anything that we're doing. Once again, I want to thank Simon and Sony for working together to make all of this possible. Simon for sponsoring these gameplay videos, and Sony for, allowing the collaboration to happen that brought Bloodborne to the table in front of us. I'm super excited to get the core box into my hands so I can play it in person, physically, and really show off some of these incredible components. Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.